Unchained Smokerz podcast, the place to be to learn about blockchain, crypto, and NFT.
Welcome to the second episode. Let's introduce ourselves again. I'm Murtagh, founder and CEO of VNFT Market, together with Fingabang. We also founded and owning VNFT Market Studios, which houses some NFT projects like Gangsta Gorilla, Dragons of Singapore. Hello, Maria and James. And of course, Turk's Paradise. We are always busy building. We started this podcast just to spread the VeChain word, to make it more accessible and stuff. And, yeah, I think with that said, we can move on to Paulie, and Paulie can introduce himself.
Yeah, sure. I'm Paulie TV. I am a co-founder of a project on VeChain called Sagas. I'm also a team member of VNFT Market. And yeah, I think we'll just end it there.
Brings us to DR.EE and Vesenia, our guests from today. We would have Lambo too, but maybe he's joining us later. If not, then not. But yeah, DR.EE and Vesenia are here to talk about NoNerdsInc and Sharks of Anarchy. So let's hear something, guys.
Yeah, so I'm DR.EE, founder of Sharks of Anarchy and one of the original members of NoNerds. And this is Vesenia. She's an artist with Sharks of Anarchy. And she's also with the goddamn long necks.
Yes. And I'm fairly new to the space, so I'm still observing and learning and trying to soak in as much information as possible. But for sure, I'm very talented in the artistry department, so I'm confident in my skills in that, for sure.
Hell yeah. We like that.
Yes, thanks for joining us today. And yeah, with talking about artists, let's meet the main artist of our art department, and yeah, my co-founder, co-CEO, god of VNFT Market, Fingabang. Fingabang, can you tell us something about yourself?
Full
muted.
rundown.
There you go.
Okay, hello. I am Fingabang. As Murtagh says, co-founder of BVM, artist extraordinaire. I feel, one of the top artists on VeChain, killing the game, producing absolute some diamond work. Yeah, man, just doing our thing, innit? If you see me looking at the screen, it's because I'm actually doing some work right now. And if you hear anyone screaming in the background, that's my 1-year-old son. So I apologize ahead of time.
Much of love, Finga, which brings us to our final host, Kranaking. Krana, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kranaking. I host the on-chain space on X every Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find me at Kranaking. I go by Pena also, and I'm also on the VNFT Market team. So glad to be here.
Which brings me to the first part of our podcast, the VNFT Market News Flash, where I will update you with everything that's happening on VNFT Market. One of the cool things we just integrated is the fiat on-ramp and the crypto for VeChain tools on our marketplace. You can just use them there. You can swap any crypto for VeChain in about 5 minutes. You can buy VeChain on-ramp with your Apple Pay, with your credit card, or with your SEPA, which I think only is available for our European guys. More VNFT Market things are the Llama X BVM clothing line that we just launched. We launched it with a limited edition T, which will not have more than 25 pieces. You can order it in our Discord for $35. You can pay in VeChain or any crypto you want, or yeah, we can take care of a lot for that. On top of that, I see VeChain for Lambo popping in. God damn, Lambo.
The legend himself.
Oh, I can hear you now.
You interrupted my Black V Market news flash, man, but yeah, the floor is yours.
Sorry, mate. How we doing?
Pretty good, man. What about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm here. I made it, like.
Yeah, man, cool. Cool to have you here. Happy to have you here. Honored to have you here.
Nice one, thank you.
We
I wasn't expecting to come and do this tonight. It was I thought it was gonna be like a 20 minutes phone call or something like that, so I wasn't prepared. So I'm absolutely I'm battered as well, so that's an issue. So there we go. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you're here, Lambo. We were looking forward to having you here, so I'm glad you showed up. We missed you, man.
And we have some burning questions for you, mister.
Let me settle in for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah, you carry on with what you were saying, mate. I'll listen in and I'll get into the flow of things.
Cool, man. So yeah, we were on the Black V Market news flash. We talked about the fiat on ramp and crypto for VeChain swap. We have the clothing collab. That's also pretty exciting. We have the first project minting on our launchpad, Damn Long Neck Society, which Vesenia just talked about. She is part of the team. Yeah, they are gearing up. They have a mobile game coming. Cool art. I'm in love with them. Yeah, I can only say get some long necks and get your neck game going. Brings us into the animal kingdom, of course. Gangs of Gorillas is having a reroll event, as well as the concrete jungles will be airdropped one of these days. We have merged more than 150 concrete jungles, which is a pretty amount. Gman still has to merge his, but yeah, we will handle that accordingly. Yeah, what do we have more? We have the H-bar gorillas minting on Idera. Make sure to check those out. Finga is working hard on a new sneak peek from the banana first. So if you see him looking uninterested into the podcast, you know that he is building for all of you. We love you, Finga. Yeah, which brings me to the guests that are in the house. VeChain for Lambo, DR.EE, and Vesenia from NoNerdsInc.
How we doing?
Hello.
Well, we're here, aren't we? We made it.
Yeah, we did. Now what?
Yeah, so yeah, just some things. Can you guys introduce us to NoNerdsInc? Give us a short rundown about the project, how it originated.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So how we originated. So it started out as like a group chat of just a bunch of the shit posters on VeChain. There are about 10 or 12 of us. And then one day we just realized, oh shit, we could make like the NFTs. Like we had enough people had enough skills. And so No Nerds was born. And we wanted to fight nerditis. It was very prevalent at the time. Many people suffered from it, but it's looking like they're taking their medicine and they're getting cured.
That's just about sums it up in a nutshell, pretty much. Like,
I do see a lot of green candles after Vegas.
I'm not saying that it's because of us that Bitcoin is back at 36,000, but I'm not saying it's not.
I think the wave that left Las Vegas is doing wonders, man. And
Oh, yeah.
I want to congratulate NoNerdsInc on healing people from nerdism. Thank you, Lambo.
Yeah, those pills seem to grab a lot of attention, and it was like people came around the corner, and that was the first thing they saw was the pills. So they was like, "Hey, what's this?" And
Yeah.
so it was a good way to get people, at our booth, and I think it worked out great. I think we definitely had a great, one of the better booths, especially on VeChain Row.
Yeah, Keela was using those no nerd tablets to really get people get the conversation rolling. So
Yeah.
definitely was a good part of it. Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
they're
a
a
cool
good
novelty
talking
thing.
And they work as well. They work. You take a couple, you just don't want to sell your shit anymore, do you? Oh, I swore that. I swore, guys. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It happens.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
We're past the
podcast.
60
It's
seconds.
a podcast. We can swear all we want, bro.
Oh, thank God for that. All right. I'm on my
Yeah,
best.
but you thought you were on the BBC or something? You're not on the BBC,
Nah, man.
okay?
I'm on
Told you, Lambo, it's just the first 60 seconds, isn't it? You're all good. You can swear as much as you want.
Yeah. But no, but the pills are a good talking point, aren't they? They're a good laugh as well. And we've got shitloads of them as well. But we said we're gonna do a load of giveaways at Christmas, so we'll do a load of giveaways, give it to us at Christmas. So spread a bit of cheer with them. So yeah.
That was a little spoiler then for Christmas.
Oh yeah, well, just spread a bit of Christmas cheer, spread a bit of the goods about that. It's fucking it's expensive to send them though. We were selling them for £10 a pop, and it cost us £12 to bloody send them. So it was just seeing a bit. It cost. Yeah, it wasn't the best business model really, but we had to crack on.
You learn along the way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
People always forget to factor in the shipping, huh? Like nobody factor. That's going to be a couple bucks, maybe a couple stamps, but no.
Well, we checked it out and we was like, yeah, it's going to cost like £6 to send it. Well, happy days. And then it came to it was like £10-12 each one. And you wouldn't think it for a little box of tablets to send, a little box of sweets to send is that bloody much, but. And some we sent took about 2 bloody months to get to the destinations as well, which was crazy. You know what I mean? For that kind of money as well.
Some never even showed up.
Yeah.
It's the American Post.
You need an American, United States hub. You need somebody over here shipping from over here, so you don't have to pay all those crazy shipping.
Well,
we have one now.
Yeah. I mean, have you got many left?
I don't have a whole lot left.
Oh, you might as well eat them, and that. Yeah,
I'm gonna mail them all out for Christmas.
Yeah, eating them is why he doesn't have many left.
Yeah, he's looking more and more like a bully every time we see him. Again, look at that bully features coming through. Yep. See, he's taking the pills.
By the way, shout out to Killa.
Cool. So yeah, more NoNerdsInc. Where the hell is everyone?
We're around.
We're here. It's been a bit of a fucky year, hasn't it, for everyone, really?
True.
Everybody, not just us, not just us, but everybody included. Everyone was going so strong at the start of the year, and then everything just went really quiet. The bear market just really kicked in strong. And then we had the news that VC was giving up the game and Bread was giving up the game or what have you. And that was just like the final nail in the coffin for a bit. It just went both ghost time. And just whatever efforts that you made for the community or for engagement or for whatever was just completely fucking fruitless. You know what I mean? You was just wasting your fucking time. And that's when some people were giving up. And that's when we were seeing the rugs, and that's when we were seeing a bit of the shady shit going on. But we was like, we said we're not giving up. We can't give up. What we've got and what we've built is fucking brilliant, and it's for a long term fucking thing. It's not just something that you can just walk away from. We've invested a lot of our time and everything and energy and everything into all of this. So we always said we're never walking away, but we're just down tools, so to speak, just down tools. But we were still talking in the background, still running things quietly. If any admin needed to be done or any like sending out the union tokens, like there's a backlog with that and stuff like that. So kept things running in the background. But we always knew we would have to select a time when we would come back. But also with the bear market, with the NFT bear market, not just on VeChain, but across the whole fucking scene, everything got decimated. Everything got fucking decimated. Everybody suffered fucking financially, and fucking the sentiment across all communities was just down to fuck. It really was. It's been a shit for your months, hasn't it? It's been a shit few fucking months. And anything that you do try didn't get much fucking reach, and it was just disheartening. So best thing to do there is just down tools, no fucking point, ride the fucking storm out. So yeah, we knew we had to come back at some point. It's quite fucking clear that the Bitcoin bear market is pretty much come to an end. It just depends what the next move is going to be, because it just depends, doesn't it? But it fucking looks more than likely that it's back. It looks more than likely that it's back, and with the halving coming up as well, so it's a good time to get back involved. So the initial plan is start with operations for Anti-Nerd Week. The last week in January has always been Anti-Nerd Week. That's when we've always done our big things. So it makes sense to come back on Anti-Nerd Week last week of January. But between them, we're just going to start preparing, start shit posting, just engaging more with the community, having a bit of a laugh, going back to our roots, causing some fucking trouble. No one's been causing trouble, so we might as well cause a bit of fucking trouble. And yeah, get back into the fucking game.
Finally, we missed you.
It's good to take a break anyway, you know what I'm saying? But
yes,
I miss the hustle and bustle of it all. So
yeah, sometimes we need that break. Sometimes you need it, man. Like you were saying, with how everything went down, it really sucked the life out of the community and the ecosystem. And some people just flat out left altogether, right? But I know for me, I had to take a little bit of a break. When you're dealing with something like that, it's tough to keep pushing. Sometimes you got to take a step back, kind of let the dust settle a little bit, and then try to get back into it and re-engage with the stuff that you do it for, like the things you enjoy. Because if you don't take that break, sometimes you can just lose love for the whole thing altogether. So taking a break can be a good thing.
Yeah. And we've worked on this for 2 years. It's nearly two fucking years, and we've got the whole ecosystem in place. You know what I mean? So it's can't let it die, can you? You can't let it. You can't just let it fritter off into nothing. And we're not that kind of people either, anyway. And that's why all our holders and the whales. That's why no one's been kicking off. That's why no one's been complaining, because what we've got and what we've built is spectacular. It's just at the moment everything's just fucking piss poor. What's been the fucking point? So what we need is VeChain to fucking moon again, back to 10 cents, 11 cents, 12 cents. When it gets back to high levels again, not even all time high, even mid 15 cents, something like that, we're laughing. We're back onto the full operations, you know what I mean? Until then, we just need to keep things steady, keep things ticking over, building the momentum, wait for those moments, and then bam, just start fucking smashing it like we was. But until then, everyone's got a lot of work to do, a lot of groundwork to do, and re-engage with the community, outreach for more community, and have a fucking laugh.
that sounds like a good transition to the next steps.
It's what needs to be done, isn't it? Really.
So
Yeah. We've got a couple things in the pipeline that we want to announce.
yes, I want to.
You could take that away, mate. You're the guy with the list, mate.
All right. So first off, we're gonna host like a little raffle kind of event where you buy it. It's basically like a lottery. It'll be fun. It's just a fun little thing to do with the community, drive some engagement, and someone's gonna walk away with a fat stack of bet. You know, you buy a ticket, and we'll run it for X amount of time. And once it's over, the winning wallet will be revealed, and they'll be airdropped however much money was put into the pot, along with the winning raffle ticket. So we're going to launch off with that. And then we're working to airdrop something special to the holders because it's been a while. Things have been rough. We're going to give them something back. We're looking to do that towards the end of the year. And then we're going to celebrate Anti-Nerd Week at the end of January. But I'm not quite sure we can share the details of that just yet.
Well, we have a bully burn.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah, the bully burn, but
bully burn.
I don't know too much about the bully burn, so
there will be a bully burn.
Is that going to be we burn a bully in a tablet? Do we burn a bully in a tablet, or how's that going to work?
Yeah.
Tell you, mate.
So you're going to take the bully and the tablet, and they're going to combine. And they're going to turn into this new future thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I like that. I like the idea. I think tablets are a great thing for burning, because it makes sense. Like they take this pill and they turn into some super bully or something. And then
super bully.
I like it.
We do have a design in the works. I don't want to say too much, but yes, we do have a plan down there.
Cool. Yes, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm scooping up bullies that I like. I'm still hunting for a whale chain, a Lambo chain, a big clock. If anyone wants to list them for 75 fats, please do. Please do. So, keep on dumping, keep on paper handing. Don't take your tablets because, I will be sweeping bullies. Which brings me, I think, to Sharks of Anarchy.
Yes, Sharks of Anarchy. We are working on a new design for some upcoming things, but we're also working on an airdrop. There will be some Thugs Paradise integration. The airdrop will come before the next stage. The next design. We're going to call it Sharks 2.0. That's a working title. It's really inspiring confidence.
And are we going to have a surprise for shark lovers on VeChain or?
Yes, absolutely. By the time this is released, I do believe that every Shark Game holder will be airdropped some V-Sharks that are left over from the mint. And then we will be shutting the mint down completely. So, and then I've got the bully raffle. We gotta randomly generate a wallet, and I got 50 bullies to give them.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh shit.
Bully bomb.
I still got them. I was looking at them the other day.
We should push that. For last. When are you closing them in?
It'll be end of the month probably.
We should probably push that for the 50 bullies,
That's a great idea.
I think we should add another 50 bullies to the wallet.
If we can, let's do it. 100 bullies.
100 bullies for the winner.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Let's fucking go. Yes, cool. So, do we have more? Can you tell more about the future plans of Sharks of Anarchy?
All right. So I believe you got the battles going on with BVM,
Yes, correct.
and we are planning to integrate the sharks as playable characters in that. So you'll be able to battle your sharks.
And
And
I think we will integrate the bullies too. That will evolve.
yes, absolutely.
Well,
So, new fight room characters.
Mhm. So what we're leaning, I'll mention for the airdrop, we are leaning towards something that may help them fight. We'll cross that bridge later.
Cool. So, in short, start following Sharks of Anarchy on Twitter and get your ass in the Discord to stay up to date.
And they're still minting, right? For what, 250 vet?
200 vet, I think.
200 vet?
Yeah,
Even
almost.
better.
That's like $4.
Yeah, man. All right.
Let me adjust this banner. How could I forget? So,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Turk's Paradise. Yeah, I think I can tell better about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Sharks of Anarchy will be integrated into the 2D metaverse that we are building for Turk's Paradise, or play to earn game. We will have a new update soon with improved building, some bug fixes, some more details around the map, a bigger map. Just some cool updates. We are working on something big for their for VTUK's second birthday. I will make sure all Turk Paradise related projects are a part of that celebration. I'm pretty excited about Sharks of Anarchy. They will have their own city inside Turk's Paradise 2D play to earn game. It will be partly on the water, partly on the beach. They will represent a motorcycle gang inside the game. I think there are some sharks listed. I think EE still has some Sharks of Anarchy custom pieces in his wallet.
Yes. We will.
Why not airdrop one to everyone that buys a V Shark off the market or mint some?
Yeah, definitely. We will be airdropping some of those custom sharks.
Cool. So, Lambo, you're so quiet, man. Tell us something. Tell us a crazy story about your work, about your bullish walks.
Oh, well.
We used to have you on the space, right? And now we just have to do without you. We're all having rehab signs and stuff like that.
Yeah, we miss your voice, man. We miss the energy. I don't know if you've seen, but Black V Market's kicking ass better than ever. You need to jump on that marketplace.
It is, mate.
It is, bro. It's something to be proud of. So
yeah, I know. Everybody.
We need some NOS. We need some NOS for this train.
Yeah.
You all made it all possible, right?
It's what, sorry?
NoNerdsInc, Black V Market. You made it possible for us, man.
I'll be back on Twitter soon enough. Another couple
I really
of weeks.
Appreciate y'all. You are a key part of the.
I've been busy.
You are a key part of our survival, man. So.
No, damn right. No, but we're back, aren't we? Yeah, we're back. I'm back.
Yes,
I'm right here. Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. See how back. Signal in Discord.
Well, yeah, I've been floating around Discord, but I'll be back on Twitter in about a week's time or so. So, because I've not had much, because I'm getting married soon. I've not had much skin in the fucking game. It's been a wild fucking few weeks, expensive few weeks. And of course, it's happened just right before the fucking bull run starts as well. You know what I mean? Which is fucking brilliant. But yeah, I'm getting married in February, 1st of February.
Congratulations.
I really decided. Well, fucking hell, I don't know. The fucking forced marriage,
Getting married on my birthday. Nice.
Is it? Oh, I'll always remember them, Paulie. Always remember them. Yeah. Every year, mate. Nah, fucking. We've been engaged for about 12 years. And then we went to a wedding, one of her friends' wedding earlier on this year. And she got the wedding bug. And then she kind of demanded that we got married in September. And she wanted to get married in 3 months' time. I was like, nah, fuck that. We need 6 months at least. Next thing I know, she's booked a date for February. Bish, bash, bosh, fucking off we fucking go. But I wanted it on the condition of fucking, it's just me and her. We go to the fucking place, we sign the legal document, and then we go home a fucking married couple. But now it's actually turned into a fucking wedding in a fucking chapel. There's going to be a fucking event. There's going to be all the fucking family. The only thing that's not missing is a limo to the fucking chapel. That's the only thing that's missing because the hotel's next to it. That's the only thing that's missing.
There probably still will be a limo. There's probably still going to be a limo.
Well,
you know what's also missing, Lambo?
What's that? It's what, mate?
Black Flea Market and NoNerdsInc at your wedding, man.
Wow, fucking every fucker else is coming, mate. You might as well. You know what I mean? It's in Scotland somewhere on the 1st of February.
We will just come and crash the wedding.
Don't blame you, mate.
Where's Lambo? Where's Lambo?
So fucking.
Yeah, tell everybody to get into the reception. They gotta open up a wallet. You know, get a wallet before they get in.
And I'll be fucking.
You need a pack of tabs before you get in.
Yep, and we got Paulie there onboarding.
A bully to use the dance floor.
Oh yeah, I'll help set up wallets at the door if people don't have them. We'll get them set up so they can walk in.
Hell yeah.
You need a No Nerds membership or a VFam membership to use the restroom.
Yeah.
I remember when the floor on those was 20,000 bet. We're gonna drive that thing up to 50,000 bet in a heartbeat.
Fucking. But yeah, it's just turned into something completely opposite of what I wanted, and I've just got to fucking suck it up, haven't I? You know what I mean? So
this is that one day. This is that one day where the girl, she's gonna get her way. It doesn't. It's just exactly how it is, man. Yep.
Exactly, man.
This is her day.
Yeah. Fucking tell me about it. Well, yeah. How's your health, Murtagh? How's your health, mate?
My health? Or
your health, mate. How's your health?
Yeah. What can I say? My sugar levels are under control.
Yeah. You sorted with it.
Yeah, I can complain about that. I can complain about 1 million other things, but not about that.
Yeah, well, we can look after yourself.
Like, asks how his health is, and he immediately starts coughing. That's a great answer. Oh man, yeah, no, Murtagh, he looks to be doing better for sure. You know, ever since Vegas, I think we've all been really riding a high. You know, that was just such a great experience getting to meet these guys and Yesenia. And, you know, I think VeChain as a whole has really been riding the wave after that event. And it's great to see. It's definitely brought back some excitement for a lot of the community. I'm sure you, Lambo, have seen it too, which is probably part of why you're feeling like it might be time to start coming back. You know, where the whole VeChain vibe thing it's creeping back. It's coming back, and it's fun again. It's feeling fun again.
Yeah, I can feel that. Yeah, I can. Got a few questions to ask. What happened at Exo Worlds?
What do you mean?
They're running VC.
No, I heard
About the tokens, you mean?
about the token issue. Yeah, what happened with that?
Oh yeah. So apparently, I don't want to I don't know it too well, so I don't want to misspeak. But essentially, it sounds like one of the developers had put in some code that basically took a bunch of the EXO tokens out of circulation. It was like, I don't know if it was like wasn't it like 1.5 million that someone walked away with?
There is a new standard for smart contracts where you can update it later, and the developer made a backdoor where we could update the contract later on, which made it possible for him to mint the same amount of tokens that were in circulation, and he just flushed out the liquidity pool, something like that. But I believe the liquidity pool is back up. I believe there is a new token contract. I'm not very up to date with Exo Worlds. I will try to get them here on the podcast one day.
Yeah, it sounded like they were looking at legal. So I think they were pursuing legal action against it. But I obviously I haven't.
So they know who did it then. They know who's done it.
I believe so. Yeah, that's it. Sounds like they do, but I haven't really kept up to speed with it. I probably should look into it more.
I believe they have the details of the developer.
His name.
Yeah, his name is Blockchain Engineer. Motherfucker. That guy almost crushed our dreams, guys. But we survived.
Yeah, have Exo Worlds fully took over VC now?
What did you say? Sorry?
Have they taken over VC?
Yes, Exo Worlds took over
VC now.
And I believe Exo Worlds Market and VC are going to merge at some point in time. So there will still be 3 major marketplaces, but there are more marketplaces on the horizon. Of course, the VFam marketplace from VPunks. We have the Ocean X marketplace, which is cross-chain even. But yeah, there are lots of exciting things in the pipeline. I don't think only for Black V Market, but also for the other marketplaces on VeChain.
Yeah, one thing that the foundation has talked about recently is some of the work that they're doing behind the scenes, developing tools, and some things that we can be expecting is DAO, the possibility to have actual DAOs, possibility for people to build marketplaces through the foundation. So yeah, we're going to be seeing in the next year, I think, a lot of improvements. There's something major coming, I guess, in February and March with VeChain, another partnership there. Sonny was talking about incorporating some new things, trying to get transactions up to fix this VeTho issue. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting year coming up. It sounds like the VeChain as a whole has a lot of things coming down the pipeline. I mean, being able to have
Oh.
actual DAOs, that's going to be interesting because
That's gonna be
people
cool.
people have thrown DAO out there, and it's a big thing. Like people are like, we don't have DAOs. Like, stop calling it a DAO. We don't have DAOs. But it sounds like they're actually working on making it possible to have actual DAOs. So that'll be interesting. The future is going to be fun, I think.
A lot
I
of
believe that
benefits
too,
for
I'm still very bullish on VeChain as a whole. So yeah, let's fucking get it. Let's fucking grow. Smoke some weed along the way. Best decision you can make. Like the Fingabang, hyper focused. You probably smoke.
I'm really sorry. Like, it's just when I'm working, it's hard to do something else when I'm proper focused. You know what I mean? I know I should be not working. I should be podcasting. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. If you want to just like say hi, say something, motherfucker, and yeah, just shout.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun getting to watch you work in the background. It's fun. Like we're seeing what Fingabang is like all the time. He's just fucking getting shit done 24/7. You and
Fingabang
Murtagh.
does his thing so we could do our thing. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on.
Luckily for me, my beautiful wife Maria is very understanding of how much work has to be done to go into all this stuff, and she's fully supportive at the moment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We love you, Maria. So, Finga, do you have any questions for VeChain, for Lambo, or EE about NoNerdsInc or Sharks of Anarchy?
One thing I'm actually quite interested in was like how you put together the sourcing of the pills and the manufacturing process, how you dealt with that. I know it's a bit of a boring question, but the connections, like how do you get the connections? How do you meet these people? How do you know that they're going to be good people to work with, etc.?
not at all boring question.
No, it took a lot. It took a lot of fucking time. We had to find a supplier who could supply blister packaged candy, flavored candy that looked like a pill, type of a pill, but also provided a bespoke printed box as well. It was a fucking challenge. We ended up using some company in Poland. I think we had to use a Google translator to translate the website so we could use this bloody manufacturer or whatever. And then we had to design the packaging. We got Dr. Chad Shamichael. He whipped out his Photoshop or whatever, and he spent a long time designing the packaging. It's not easy to design a packaging because you've got to get all the edges and all the shit and the layers and the ink and all that bollocks correct so it all prints out right and doesn't smudge and all that bollocks. So that was a long time doing. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then we had to pay them. We just had to wait for them to get delivered. And then about 2 weeks later, after we paid for the order, we had about 1,000 boxes of these tablets. And we've got about 900 left. So
That's really crazy, man.
So I know you were saying that like financially it didn't work out quite how you wanted, obviously because of packet posting and packaging and stuff. But
yeah.
if you could find a cheaper way of doing it and getting it all sent out, would you do it again? Like next pill?
It's
Absolutely.
it was just the shipping cost that was the issue. The shipping costs. Yeah, that was because when we first looked into it, we thought it was going to be £3 or £4 to send it off. But then it just clearly wasn't. thought it wasn't. So
Did
Probably.
anybody did anybody ever say anything? Because Lambo, I'm sure you'll remember them. But when we were young, you could buy those little candy cigarette things.
yeah,
But then the government banned them in it because they said, oh, you can't sell those kind of things to kids. Did you ever think that might be an issue because they're obviously
oh
candies,
yeah, no,
like little pills?
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, we had to follow some regulation to make it so it was borderline looking like a medicine, but it wasn't. So on the packaging we put anti-nerd tablets, but it had to be clear that it was worded in a way so it wasn't medicine tablets, you know what I mean? So we tried it one way and then we was told no, that won't pass the regulations. So we had to change it for another way. So no, you are correct on that.
Yeah, only pharmaceutical companies get us out pills to kids. So yeah, they get us out pills.
Did you guys consider maybe, I don't know, with the shipping costs, like would maybe saying you have to maybe purchase, I don't know, 5 boxes, like increasing the amount someone has to purchase to offset maybe the shipping cost? Was that something you guys considered?
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of expensive to begin with. Just the cost to buy one of these and have them landed, I think came out to like $7 or $8 a pop. And then you're telling people to spend like $50 before we ship them something.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Obviously you don't want to make people have to buy too much, even if you did 2. I don't know. I feel like that's the only real way to offset that. You know, if you could do 2, maybe that at least you guys aren't losing a deal and you're not asking people to spend too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
And if we were to do it again, we could set up a shipping hub here in the States where I could handle it and then they can handle the European side. And that would reduce costs because you have one international shipment from them to me and then I spread it out.
I'll fucking hand deliver them on a push bike if it's in Europe.
Save the $12, 12 pounds.
Did you consider using China, or is that just a step too far?
Yeah,
I don't think Google Translate would help.
Yeah, that would took a whole new fucking dimension to the works using China. Yeah.
Well, they can import Chinese vapes, right? So why not Chinese tablets?
Well, you never know what you're fucking buying from China. Have you seen that shit about fake eggs that they do? I've seen some shit on YouTube about fake eggs selling
all
plastic.
sorts of fake food.
Yeah, whoa.
Spray paint their pigs black because black pig meat costs more and stuff.
Yeah, whoa.
Dude, have you seen the sewer oil thing?
I was just about to say that, mate. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, filthy bastards. Filthy bastards.
Just savage.
Hang on. What is this? I missed this.
Okay, so basically in China, what they'll do is they'll have a lot of chili oil in the food and they'll throw it in the bin. But then when they run out, like people from other stores will go to the bins, go to the sewers, and it's a well-known thing, and they'll just scoop out the oil and put it back on people's food.
Oh no!
Yeah, look on YouTube. You'll find videos of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I think it was somewhere in Southeast Asia where people go dumpster diving for bags, trash that restaurants throw out at the end of the day, and they will, like, say for example, half-eaten chicken, and they'll take all of that meat and then from the garbage and then make it into like a whole new dish, and it looks super normal and everything, and people walk up knowing that they're eating garbage meat, but it looks perfectly edible. It looks like if it was normal, but it's a thing. I forgot what country exactly though, but it was somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, wasted food is a problem. It'd be nice if they could, I don't know. Oh man.
Recycle.
Yeah, or just like, can we use it before it goes into the trash? Like, Like, can you set up something? I don't know. Like, maybe some people wouldn't mind eating leftover scraps, like, as long as it didn't go into a trash bag. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Like when I worked at a grocery store, we'd have food that would just like go bad and we would just toss it. But it's like, this isn't really bad for like a day or two. We could give it to like a shelter.
But
Mhm.
boy,
They'd burn through it.
imagine this, right? You run out of the oil and you go, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to lift up this manhole cover. I'm going to get out my extra long ladle and I'm going to start fishing it out of the actual sewer. The actual sewer.
Oh no!
No,
Oh man!
Enough said.
Wait, one more story I've heard about recently about how the street vendors in Paris, they will store like their food carts and their food materials in the sewers. I recently saw a couple like TikToks on it, and then one of them, there was a video of some of them being caught in the act. Like they'll have like water bottles and stuff that they sell on the street, and they'll be in trash bags, and they'll take off the manhole cover and yeah, store their stuff in the sewer. It's really nasty. So it's a thing in Paris.
People are gross, man.
Yeah.
People are gross.
Speaking of manhole covers, is anyone an F1 fan?
I heard about that. Yeah.
I heard about that though. I was thinking about that too when she said manhole covers. I'm like, yeah, that's a popular topic around here right now.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's in Vegas right now.
Yeah,
so
I mean, like we were having a bad day at work yesterday because you know, some fire inspection wasn't passing, so you know how that goes. And so I'm like, well, at least nobody's that guy who forgot to weld the manhole cover on the strip because that guy, whoever did that, is having a bad day. So I think they take the prize for having a bad day. So yeah, everybody's talking about it out here.
Yeah, the backstory for anyone watching that's not aware, someone didn't weld the manhole cover down, I guess, and like it really like wrecked someone's F1 car.
Yeah, the Ferrari car, they're out of the race, so it demolished that car.
Yeah, and those are a little more pricey than like your Civic or a Hyundai that you're driving around. Those cars, you're talking a lot of money for that shit.
Well, that sucks.
It does.
I'm still waiting to find out if I won my tickets to the UFC event in Vegas. Me and Pena are going to go to if I win.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. When's Yukio? When are they announcing that? Do you guys know when? I know there's a couple giveaways going. One through the foundation, I think, and then the Yukio, they're doing a giveaway. I should have probably checked before I asked publicly on the podcast, but I don't know if any of you guys actually do.
I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm happy that you two were here, man. Or you three, I have to say. Sorry, Vesenia.
No, no worries. Rosie said, I'm happy you two are here, but he said 3.
Yeah, I'm glad we could be here.
Same.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Murtagh.
Thanks for doxing yourself on our podcast, man. I think it's important for the community that they get a face with the projects that are still going on. I think when you burn your face publicly like this, it proves that your intentions are real. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also think that we need more females in the ecosystem too. I think it's a little more male dominated. So, you know, bring your crazy Theas, you know.
I've got plenty. I'm Mexican. I've got
I'm
plenty.
sure you do. I'm sure you do. They're everywhere. So yeah, bring them.
One more thing when you talk about the doxing. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, No Nerds is a legal entity in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I'm actually.
I wanted to ask you about that actually. So yeah, can you tell us a bit more about that? The process of getting registered, if you found it difficult, or if you found, how have you found having the actual registered companies?
Well, it was fairly a simple process. We had to fully dox ourselves. We had to provide photo ID. We had to provide proof of residence. we had to give legal roles to everyone. So I'm technically the secretary and the and a director as well. Dr. Shamichael, he's the other director. The original plan was to get EE as an overseas director as well, but we never got around to that, did we, EE? We never.
It was expensive, and we thought the funds would be better put back into the community.
Yeah.
But we'll get around to it one day.
Yeah. And once you pass all of that, you submit an application to Company's House, and then you get a certificate. Get a couple other certificates as well. You have to open a business bank account, and then bish bash bash, off you go. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. They'll let anybody have a company these days.
Sorry, we just got a big Weimar on her here in the kitchen now. She's drinking water.
Yeah, someone sounds thirsty.
But right, gents, right, I'm going to go because I've not had my dinner yet. You know what I mean?
All right.
Right, absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you for having me, and I'll fucking see you soon, innit?
Thank you for coming, Lambo.
Yeah, appreciate you for coming.
Good to
dude.
see
This
you.
was awesome.
Thanks,
Guys,
man. We missed you. We missed you. Good to see you, brother.
We
Thank
see you
you,
next. We see you tomorrow, and we see you Sunday in the space, Lambo.
Yeah, I
We
just try not
expect
to
you back.
stay tuned, innit?
At least
try-
for 5 minutes. Just talk some Lambo shit, cause some controversy, and that's all.
See what we can fucking do, innit? I just make sure I stay sober for you, innit? Because it was the on-chain smoker, so I've absolutely smoked my body weight in weed today. So
Cool.
I probably shouldn't have done, you know what I mean? But there we go. Right. Have a good fucking evening.
Nah.
You too, bro.
Later.
Thanks for being here.
See
Really
you
appreciate
later.
it.
That's probably our cue too to hop on off, and y'all can
Cool.
start queuing up the next guests.
Yes, VeFoodies is waiting to join. So
I won't take up any more time.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us. It has been a blast.
Oh boy, there she is. MiMo, what's going on?
How are you? Do you hear me well?
Oh yeah,
we
we got
do.
you perfect.
Oh, I gotta do my hair. I gotta look good.
Looks nice. I
Oh,
like
you-
the glasses.
Looking fantastic.
Always. I'm so happy to see you. It's like I'm here in my living with you guys.
It's awesome, right? It's
It's
great.
like we're actually hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murtagh even got the VeFoodies background up in his backdrop there.
I tried. I made a background for the session, but it's not. It doesn't look good. It's like shady like this and blurry. So better like this. So.
I got my. I guess I'm into the 5 VeFoodies, so I'm happy with those. I like the candy skin.
Oh,
That's like the peppermint candy skin. I like that.
I like
we-
all. I like. I mean, I wish I could mint my own collection.
Oh, we even got a little VeFoodies scroller at the bottom of the screen there. Murtagh is stepping up his game here.
Yeah, he's
like
working
this.
things early.
Oh yeah, yep. He makes things happen. I love it. Yeah, so MiMo, we got the VeFoodies mint going on. Seems like everyone's really enjoying it. They're liking it. The art looks really cool. It's been nice to have a good mint again, like an active mint in the community. It feels like it's been a while. We've had a couple, like the Sagas Bills mint we've had ongoing, but to have a project like yours come out it's been fun. The community's been really excited, and it's been nice to see you guys engaging with them, you and Paolo.
Yeah, it's been a while since community is like a super quiet. But I believe, I believe that you are doing. I feel you guys like doing something all the time. Black market, and Discord is like active all the time. That's my opinion and my point of view. Everybody has a different point of view, but that's how I feel it. I believe that maybe we are like a too, how can I say, that we want too much. I don't want to say that we want too much, like we want to, but we wanted to break the ice first of all, because if we wait 1 year, 2 years, and who knows when the famous bull is gonna come, and we're gonna be here just sitting down and waiting. So we thought that it was a good idea just to break the ice and to engage and to really shop with the community and to see how it goes. And it was a good start for us. While it was a while, people minted as much as they like. We had an open 6 months whitelist, so people just had to tell me, hey, I want to be whitelist, and they will be whitelist. It wasn't a big deal to be whitelist. You didn't have to tweet 20 times, and you didn't have to do much. Only just reach us, and it was like a way to reward the people that gave us the chance to be part of the VeChain. We've been here for 2 years already on the background as an independent artist. And 6 months ago, we decided that we wanted to create a VeFoodies, and that we wanted indeed to mint VeFoodies on VeChain, and that's what we decided. And we are trying to accomplish the whole task, and that it's going to be huge, because we are willing to have more collections, and we are not even minted the first one. So, we didn't mint out yet. So it's going to be a while,
Not yet.
Not yet. That's what I said. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
We're working. Now I was talking in the morning with someone, and I said, this only starts. We were playing for 6 months. We were engaging. We had the first chance of the engagement with the VeFoodies account, the one that we lost. So God or whoever is there gave us a second chance with the second account, and we're gonna try again. And then we have this mint that it's like a super opportunity to engage with people, and that's what we're gonna do. And now, as soon as we can, the first step is to get the blue check mark to see if we can do more with the Twitter account, because we are like a very limit right now. Before with the other account, we were able to do more. I don't know what happened. I've been talking about it. I talked to you, Moelie, the other day, and this is something that it's like very worrying for me, because we wanted to engage with more people. We want to connect with more people. And somehow, and I don't know why, we cannot do it with this algorithm, new algorithm that this new Twitter account has. So what we're gonna try to do is to get the blue shirt mark. If they're pushing me, I'm gonna do it. You want me to get the blue shirt mark? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill it. It's the only thing that I can do. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it does seem like they're making it in a way that if you're going to be a project or an influencer or someone who's really active, they're making it difficult without the blue check mark. So that's why I got mine, to be ready down the road. I didn't want to have to pay for it, but it is what it is. And if that's what you guys need to do, then that's obviously you guys are going to do whatever you can to be successful, right? So you're trying your best, and you just want to do things right. It would have been nice if Elon could have told you what you did wrong before, but he didn't. So that's just how Twitter works, or X. That's how X works.
He just doesn't like a pumpkin, my friend.
He's mad because you haven't cooked for him yet, and he's pissed off about it. So he wanted to,
You want me to cook for you? You let me know. Que unas empanadas riquísimas.
You heard her, Elon. You heard her.
I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I knew it was going to happen. Just a matter of time.
Absolutely.
Any kind of food
a nice
any food she
empanada.
said was going to make me hungry.
I know. and I have nothing. I have not enough here. It's a complex to get all that you want to cook. And this is also not my house. This is my brother's house. I've been living here for a while, but I want to create the right conditions to cook, and not only to cook, because I cook every day, and of course I cook for the videos, but I want to create a little kitchen studio or something like that, so I can have a proper conditions to record videos, so that things look nicer, because it is important. You don't have to have like a super luxury quick kitchen, but at least to be nice looking and to be clean, and to have at least the things that you need to create what you want, So that's for the close future. Is that what said? Close future, like in the corner here, right?
Yeah, in the near future.
Yeah, that's the word, near future.
Yeah. So obviously you cook, you know a lot about food. So how does that tie in with the project? Like, what's the VeFoodies? What makes VeFoodies different than some of these other projects out there, as far as food related?
That's well, different. I don't know if it's different. We have food related NFT. I like to say that it's an unusual combination when you are trying to indeed to bring real food to the project, because there are another projects that are food related, but they are like a designed when they say food related, they talk about the design of the project and the aesthetics of the project are food related. And VeFoodies, we want to be like a food related, like in real life gastronomy and food related, Since I like to cook, since I happen to cook okay, since I want to learn more about cooking and to develop my knowledge about gastronomy, I really want to link VeFoodies NFT with a culinary or gastronomy or food project. I said that it could be, I don't know, a delivery enterprise of food. What I was talking the other day in a space with you guys on Chain Smokerz, could be the batch cooking for the people that cannot cook every day, and I can bring them every day or like every day in the week, one day in the week, like a batch of food for them to fridge and to keep in the fridge, and they can just go and reheat that and to have like a very fast cook, but it's healthy and that it's well prepared with the love and personalized, and what do you want to eat today, or what do you want to eat this week? I can do this. What's the ingredient or the vegetable that you
very
like
convenient. Sounds very convenient too.
And you know
to have all your meals prepped, and that's so nice, especially for guys like me who can't cook. So that
was a
would
friend of mine.
be great.
Actually, it was a friend of mine, and she told me, hey, I'm too busy with all she's model or something like that, and she's all the time with the modeling and the things. She said, I'm gonna die because I am not eating at all. Can you please cook for me? I'm gonna give you all my food and you please cook it for me. I'm gonna pay you for this. And I say, I got a business here. I mean, I'm gonna do it for you. You're my friend. But then I can do it for more people. I mean, we have students here that are from other parts of the country, and they do not have the time to cook, and I could do that for them. This is being here. So we are willing to move out of our country, and in other countries, we will have some more possibilities to grow as a business. It doesn't matter what business, because it's a accomplished location. And this is something, the batch cooking, and then we want to, of course, the biggest dream that we have is to have a place, this is something else, we want to have a little place where we can cook, let's say a restaurant or a food truck or whatever, I don't know, that we can do. A lot of people do it. There is
if I come with my VeFoodies NFT, do I get a discount at your place?
That's the point. That's the only way.
Yes. Cool.
That's the only way.
One of these days, I can't wait to eat your food.
For everyone listening, so what country are you guys based out of?
We are right now in Cuba.
Okay, there you go.
But Paolo is from Spain. I mean, he's a Cuban Spanish, and I am his wife, so I'm almost there.
Nice. There you go.
We have a complex situation here with our location, with the communications and et cetera, et cetera. It's a complex topic, and but that's the point. The point is that this is NFTs. NFTs, we are all over. You know, it's in the air, so you don't need to, you know, have a certain location or nothing like that. But for the other part of the project, yes, we need them more possibilities. Like we need to you know, be more comfortable, to create more, and to have more tools in our hands. You know.
Yeah, that's the beauty of NFTs and crypto and Web3, right? Is it's able to bring us all together from all over the world. You know, we got these guys in the Netherlands, and we got us in America, and, you know, people from all over the world, people from Africa and Cuba and South America, being able to bring us all together to, you know, share, like in VeFoodies, you know, everyone loves food, you know, everyone loves to eat, and, you know, being able to share in passions with people from all over the world is a cool thing. And I think touching on food as you guys do, that's a really fun, engaging, and passionate sort of angle to NFTs. So I've really enjoyed getting to see you guys grow and become part of the community, and I'm excited to see what the future brings for you.
Me too. It's the only thing that I can say. We are working, and I repeat first, because I don't have a super great vocabulary in English, and second,
oh, you're doing phenomenal. Trust me, you're doing great. You said a few words, and I'm like, oh shit, her English is pretty good. Damn.
I have to learn. You know, it's too many spaces. You have to learn, and I read as much as I can. I read in English, and of course, the music helps.
So, with your English, tell us about these minty rewards, like the, you know, with the traits, the special traits, how they come with, you know, special gifts.
Well, I can show you something that is super fun for you to have fun. This is our merch board. Hello. Oh, do you see me? Look, this is how we designed things.
Oh, Murtagh's sharing the screen right now, so we can't.
So you don't see me?
Too good. Yeah, okay. We can see in the bottom corner. It's a little small. He's sharing the screen of the VeFoodies page.
Okay. Well, I can explain a little bit about that, but it's all written. It's all there. You know, this is a way to how you say stimulate like the people, to stimulate the people to buy things, to buy the NFTs. And do you hear me, guys?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yes. Well, that's the thing. You know, you will mint at some point. If you mint and you're lucky, NFTs that will have like a gift. It's a merchandise that we're gonna use in the future for our project, of course, and for our community. But mainly will be to give to that lucky minter. And this gift will be kitchen or cook or food related. We have, as you see, we have a knife, like a professional knife that is a beautiful. I already showed the knife. It's a huge like this in a black box, all silver, and we'll have our logo. And that lucky minter of that NFT will get that. Will be personalized. We'll have a letter. We have a couple of things. It's gonna be like, I believe that it's gonna be super nice to get a knife that you're gonna have in your drawer in your kitchen. It's gonna say VeFoodies. Then we're gonna have a similar like this. We're gonna have a golden surprise. And what we're thinking that it's gonna be, we change. It's supposed to be like a cutlery or like a silverware, but we decided that it could change. It could be better, or it could be something else. So we put something like a more in general like a golden surprise. So we use this, I don't know how you call this, that the NFT is using, and we call it golden surprise. And that lucky minter will get something that it's a golden, not gold, golden. And also will be like a very well packaged with our logo and with a message from VeFoodies for that holder, like a personalized. And also with the silver surprise, we have a wooden surprise. And I believe that I have like the clear idea of what the wooden surprise would be, but I'm not gonna say it. And then we have the chef hat, that I believe that it's a very symbolic gift, because I play with the idea of you, for instance, Kranaking, in your kitchen, in your house with the chef hat. It's gonna be like a very unusual picture.
I'll instantly be able to cook better with the hat.
Maybe I'm gonna give you the head with the load of chef energy. But then the hat, it's gonna have like the of course the logo, like I don't know how you call the word, like in floss, like this. It's not gonna be like
embroidered.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
And we have that hat. We have 10 of those. There is the number of the amounts. You know, the amounts is written there of how many we have within the collection. Then we have the aprons. And we have black aprons, that is the most, because it's like a more common. And then we have the red, and it goes like that for ranks. And then we have this golden king burger apron, that it's a special because we believe that it's a way for the holders to believe that they are really that they really are the owners of his NFT, because they will receive the royalties of these 36 pieces. So, and then we have also the collaborations with the projects of the community. We have with Ink Empire, we have with B-Punks, we have with Mina Maps, we have with a project of Italian guys that I don't know if you guys remember or know them. It's IDR. They have they have like 4 collections that are food related also. But as I said before, it's a food related, but the design, you know, of the collection, the concept.
The biscuit. It was the biscuit.
The biscuits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we have a minimap that someone already had it. It's I believe that Choco minted already the minimap collaboration. And that's to start. That's like the physical part of the utilities of VeFoodies. We will enrich this in the future. And then we have, of course, the staking of the collection that as soon as we reach the 1,111 NFTs minted, that will be the mint out of the first phase of the VeFoodies. We will, wow. The people of Ukiyo Warrior just minted a couple VeFoodies. I was in space 2 minutes ago and they just start screaming, we minted VeFoodies, and I was so happy. It's a great to have your support all. I know that the situation right now on the ecosystem is not the best, but you have been like since the beginning. Since the beginning, you have been super supportive to us, and it shows. You know, the first 2 hours of a whitelisted members mint, it was super exciting. I mean, people went crazy.
Yeah, and the good thing is it's you know, a fairly inexpensive mint, which is great. You know, you guys aren't, you know, it's 500 VET, which is very affordable. So it's an easy entry point, and yeah, I mean, you guys have been, you know, in the community, engaging with everyone, and you're putting out this. I mean, what Paolo did here is just awesome. Look at that, like it's so unique. And you guys are great people, so it's very easy to support people like you. And yeah, like you said, times are a little tough financially, but 500 VET right now is not too much. So it's been fun. It's been fun getting the launch started, and I still need to get some more vet to mint more, but I got mine in the whitelist. I still got to call my bank to get more vet, and I'm definitely gonna be minting me some more.
That will be great. We want to be part of VeChain. We don't want to get millionaire with VeChain. If we do, perfect. But it's not the first point. You know, the point is for you to have VeFoodies, for us to share the experience and to grow together. And you are looking at my face now. You are used to hear my voice of klaxon and spaces. I mean it. You know, I mean it. I see the potential on the ecosystem. I see the potential in the community. We are in love. And I don't know if it's a too cheesy word, but I am in love with the VeChain. And I expect the best. I really do. So,
and if you want to see more of MiMo's face, you can follow her on Instagram, VeFoodies on Instagram. So if you need to learn how to cook, she's on Instagram giving little tutorials, short videos. I think you're killing it with that. So yes, everybody out there, stay connected. She's all over the place.
Yeah, I'd love to see you get to a point where you can do like cooking shows and really be able to showcase and have fun with what you're doing with your recipes. And you know, everyone loves cooking shows. You know, everyone's hungry. They want to watch someone make something delicious and maybe try to pick up some pointers to, you know, do some things on their own. You know, everyone wants to be better at cooking. So I definitely think there's a future there. And you know, if that's something that you're looking to pursue, I think you could have some really cool things to look forward to down the road.
well, we are working, work. We are working all the time. And I made a little space in the morning where I say that Paul and I, are artists both. And it's the only thing that we know to do. I mean, I know how to cook, but we are artists. So that's the only thing that we are doing. We are not waiting for nothing to happen. We don't need something to happen to work, you know? We only need to wake up and to sit on our devices, whatever it is, and to keep going. And I believe that is important.
100%. Creating is one of those things we as human beings just it does something for us that nothing else does. When we can be creative and do something we're passionate about, put something into the world that wasn't there before, and we can say, I made that, you know, and people actually like it and want it. It does a little something in here that, you know, it gives you a little extra reason to wake up in the morning, you know? So to be following your guys' passions the way you are, I think that's the beautiful thing.
That's what we are.
Do you find it hard to turn it off? The creation, the creativity? Because I know with me, sometimes I can't stop it. I need to be doing it all of the time. It's a bit
Yeah,
crazy.
we've been recording for what, an hour and a half, and Fingabang's just been working behind the scenes still. He's on his computer, designing, working his tail off. Yeah.
And he's back. He's already back like that. You asked the question, he's back on the computer.
Yep.
He'll come back to the recording to find the answer.
I want to go to gastronomy school in the future, near future too. That's I believe that's important. I just don't want to be improvising all the time. It's a good to improvise, but I want to really learn, and I want to have an answer for the people when they ask me, hey, what are you doing? I mean, I am a dancer. If you ask me now, and if I have to give you a straight answer, I will tell you I am a dancer, because that's what I study. I have all my papers that I am a dancer. So I want to be a chef. And of course, I am a content creator, and I am a co-founder and all that, but I want to be a chef also. So that's the future steps for MiMo. And also Paolo. Paolo is an artist. I mean, he got to the NFTs and he's doing super well. He's got a collections on all over the place. And it happened that he likes the VeChain and he's working with me and with us on VeChain. But he wants to create his physical art too. So it's all art and it can be all together at some point, you know? Maybe we can create physical art for VeFoodies. I mean, he can create. There I cannot touch. I don't know nothing about.
He also did work for MiMo Mobs too, right?
Yeah.
Which collection did he do again in the MiMo Mob?
What collection? The ones that come now, it's
the mutants?
The elders.
The elders are coming, right? He's in the elders, yeah. So
yeah, he made
we'll see more of his work, Paolo's work. So yeah, he's been grinding. He's been doing it. It seems like he's been busy.
Poor man. He's been working like a crazy. You know, he wakes up and he sits down here in the computer and then he goes to sleep at 3 a.m. and he wakes up. He only stops 2 minutes to eat what I cook for the videos for VeFoodies. You know, it's a cycle of a work, like a feedback. It's a working, and we are eating to work, and what we are eating is being recorded for the work, and it's all like this all the time for 6 months with VeFoodies, because he's been working for MiMo for already a year. It's a work, and that's a good. That's why we are here, not to be just you know.
Yeah, and putting in all that work is going to pay off in the long run. You know, sometimes it can feel overwhelming and it feels like when will we ever get there? You know, it feels like you said, perpetual, just day after day after day. But it's that time that he and you are putting in that in the long run is going to pave the way for the future you guys are trying to build for yourselves.
For all, you know, you two guys, the time's gonna get for all. We are all here, and I have seen we've been working. I mean, I'm super active now, 6 months ago, but you have been working for years here on the ecosystem, and you can see that. So as you just said, just take this word that you just said for yourself. It's gonna be the day for all one day. Mira, seguro. That's why we are here. No?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, I'm down with that. I think that's a great plan. All of us.
Yeah, and the best part about it is we're working, but we're having fun doing it too. You know, so making sure that you're still enjoying the process, and you know, it's really easy to get caught up in work and to forget why you're doing it. So to be able to do stuff like this where we're enjoying it, you know, I go to my regular job now and it's so boring. I'm just like, I have to remind myself I need to make money so that I can keep doing what I enjoy. You know, I can't wait for the day where I can quit my job and do this stuff full time. Like, that's going to be incredible.
I can't wait to fire my boss. You know what I mean? Can't wait. I'll go work with the attitude like, bro, it's a bull run, bro. I gotta go. I can't take your shit anymore. I gotta go. I'm hanging out with MiMo, Murtagh, and Finga, and we're gonna do Web3 shit. Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I believe that's gonna happen in the future, and I'm looking forward to it.
I am happy already. We delayed the mint like 1 month. We're supposed to mint on October, and we had to delay. And this month that we work more, this 1 more month, I was like, is this gonna be every month? Are we gonna delay every month? Something's gonna happen always that we're gonna be delaying, and are we going to mint? So that it happened. It's just it's what I say. It's just the start. We were playing. Now we are gonna really work. I had the accident in my hand, and I said, I'm not gonna be able to cook ever in my life because I couldn't move my hand. My hand was, and even now it hurts, but it's like a better. And I say, hey, I gotta do it. It's gonna get well. I'm gonna forget about the pain, and I did. I mean, the hand is there, but I do the things that I have to do, because otherwise, the part of the kitchen is gonna disappear of the project, or we're gonna hire someone that is gonna be doing the recipes and all the video kitchens for VeFoodies. It's gonna be like a V, the V of VJ.
It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. We need if you're gonna do something different, you gotta do like a AI MiMo or something. Maybe AI MiMo might pass,
Like
but we need I don't think you're pretty much VeFoodies. You know what I mean? You're the face of VeFoodies, so I don't think changing
I
that.
told 2 minutes ago, please get ready, because maybe you could appear. And he said, you are the face of VeFoodies. You appear. Okay. No
We'll
problem.
get him on here one day. For sure.
Yeah, but he has he cannot speak. I mean, he can speak English, but he had a hard time. But he can speak English. I could translate, or you could translate yourself. Murtagh, that is doing such a great job. He can put just here at the bottom what Paul was saying. I don't know. One day, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe who knows? 6 months or a year from now, maybe he'll feel more confident with his English, and maybe he'd be more confident to come on. But either way, the fact that we are able to have you come on and represent VeFoodies and be part of the community as you are, like it's great. I love getting to chit chat with you when we can. I'm looking forward to trying out our little idea for a segment on my show on Monday, which it could be interesting. Yeah, might have an idea for some segments in my show coming up. So getting some fun things happening.
That's right. We'll do it. I can wait. I'm gonna try to make spaces now every day, at least 30 minutes in the morning when I wake up, to give like updates of the project and to talk to people that want to ask them whatever. Now I cannot just wait for you cannot leave the momentum go away. So we'll be there every morning, not with no much bother. Just I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna open the space and I'm gonna talk to people and like that.
Yeah.
To give me space.
And even if you're not talking about the project, it's good to sometimes just have a little time to just kind of talk with people and just say, hey, how's your day going? Just that engagement with people, and just reminding, it's important, I think, for community members to remember founders like yourself and us, that we're people, like we're not just some project, right? We're people, we're community members. And, I think that's a really important thing. I think that's part of why it's fun to be here. It's because we actually get to talk to the people who run these projects and get behind the scenes insight, and just a little peek behind the curtain, like seeing Fingabang working on what he's doing in the background, just, over there hanging out with us. It's cool. It's fun.
I mean, it's crazy, some of the connections you make within the community. I mean, I've just moved to a new city altogether because of a community member. I was able to procure some things that I needed to procure in my city. So it's pretty impressive, the things you can get from the community outside of the whole NFT thing. It's not just about minting crypto. It's about building friendships, relationships, working relationships. So yeah, I think because we've been in the space so long, it's only going to get stronger from here, because we've seen it at the top, we've seen it at the bottom.
Well, yeah, and meeting each other or doing this where people can see our faces talking, it only emboldens it. Like we've talked about when we met in Vegas, and just getting to meet each other, shake hands, hang out. It takes things to a whole different level, So the more we can do these type of things, the more strong the community is going to become. And people see this stuff and they get excited, and like getting a chance to have Drago in last time, Drago popping in, and supposedly we got another special community member coming in end of this, which will be fun to see. And having MiMo here, I'm happy.
He's coming. I already.
Yeah, is he coming now? Oh no way! There he is.
Whoa! Part of history. This is history.
G-Man.
Let me put my face.
I've only just woken up. Trust me. Murtagh told me about midnight last night, and then I didn't get to bed till about 2 a.m. And I've just been lying there waiting and waiting and waiting. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? So welcome. Hi, everyone.
Oh, G-Man, great to see you. Wow, I swear to God, I did not plan that. I just started talking about introducing community members, and here you are. Holy shit, dude.
Well, it's Murtagh's fault.
Oh, man. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Yeah, I've been a bit nervous, as you can probably imagine. I'm not used to doing sort of public thing. Get me in private, and I can talk the ears off your behind dog of a leg. But yeah. So yeah. What do you want to ask? What do you want to know?
Man. You seem pretty active. I saw you at the pictures of you at that steampunk event. That looked like you're out there having fun. I like that picture of you and your wife at your wedding picture. That was good to see. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether to do that or not, because I like to be personal, but I don't mind giving out information. And when you're giving out to the whole world, it's a different story to doing it personally to people. And we got married 33 years ago, 2 days ago, and it was we still laugh and have a joke about it and talk about things that happened, and because that's what we have. We live in our memories, and we've had some good ones, and so we're hoping for some more winning anniversaries to come.
Absolutely, congrats! 33 years is a long time.
Yeah,
and hopefully you guys got a lot more years together to come. That's gonna, when you get to 50, when you get to 50, that's gonna be a heck of a ride.
Well, 50, I'll be getting pretty old then.
Oh,
the steampunk thing. We've been into that for a few years now, and down in Thames they have over in Coromandel they have one every year. They've had a break for a couple of years, and thought we'd go down, and we like to dress up. I've always been a party animal, and I've loved dress up and black light parties, things like that, where you have a black light and you're all dressed in white, black and white. It's quite cool. I was a bit of a DJ in my younger years. Like to take a few things and enjoy myself, night clubbing and stuff like that. And yeah. So,
black.
So is that what attracts you to Black V Market? You feel like we're your kind of crowd?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. It's funny. It's because I do. It's like I was drawn towards Murtagh because he's like the underdog, and I like the underdog. Always have. Always like the underdog. And I can see he has a vision, and I can see a lot of you have a lot of vision. And and so that's why I support Black V Market and support you guys, and
Finga.
Thank God.
Ask any more questions.
I was just saying, yeah. More power.
Hi, Finga.
Can we get a special G-Man sneak peek on what you're working on? Just because G-Man, the fucking legend, joined us.
The legend himself, dude.
Right.
It's quite funny. I don't like limelight. I don't like limelight, and that's why it's sort of hard. I like being in the background. I like being in the background, if you know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely, G-Man. I got you. Yeah, check out what Fingabang's got going on.
Yeah, G. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I'm actually building the Bananaverse the gangster gorillas right now.
Oh,
All
cool.
in 3D Unreal Engine. So
Oh, what are you
I'll be-
using?
well, I'll use Blender to create like custom assets, but I use Unreal Engine 5 for the actual environment.
That's
So,
great. Well, I just came to meet you, Gman.
Oh, it's nice to meet you as well, MiMo. Yeah, I'm really good. I was up. It was at 3 o'clock in the morning, and didn't get to bed till 6. In the end, 6 in the morning. All nighter. Yeah, the adrenaline in me is quite good.
Thank you, thank you. You won the top collector role in our Discord already. You have it.
Okay.
Don't sweat.
Yeah,
It's
well,
okay. Don't worry.
Man, he got
I'm
like
getting
a
a bit-
whole
I'm a
book.
bit
He, got
hot.
like a whole, he has a whole trophy case of those. He has a whole trophy
Yeah.
case of top collector trophies.
Well, I
Oh,
sort of believe that if I'm going to invest, I've got to do it properly, because I know that I can get five or six. I mean, lots of projects, but it's never going to make people understand this. This is if you go small, it's never going to make you rich. But if you go large, it still won't make you rich. You might make a little bit of money, but it's still going to take 2 to 3 years. And I don't think people have understood that when you're investing in this sort of field, it's a 2 to 5, even a 10-year project. You know, this is only just the beginning. I mean, you guys been what, a couple of years, 2.5 years. This is going to keep going we're only just beginning, and it's going to go for another 2.5 years before it finally kicks in with more and more people, because it's a lot of people still don't understand NFTs. A lot of people still don't understand crypto, and until that point, only then will and on top of that, when the financial situation gets better, will people start investing more. That's my view anyway, because we are like, crypto's only in the middle of a 20-year plan. So if crypto's only in the middle of a 20-year plan, we're only just started.
So, is that what attracted you to crypto and NFTs? Did you come at it as a more of an investor than a collector?
Well, I started crypto in mid 2019. I was watching a Greg Manarino. I don't know if you know him. He's on YouTube. He watched him a few years ago, and I finished watching him, and I was going through YouTube, and there was a guy called Scott, who I didn't know, and he said Greg's wrong, and I started listening to Scott's opinion, and he started talking about XRP and how it could change the financial system. And I used to work as a customer service at a bank. I've worked in logistics. I've worked in warehousing, foreign exchange, through the jobs I've done in costing and everything, and warehousing. And I could see the future. And so within 15 minutes after watching that, I was on to every exchange in the world that I could find, that I could log into and start buying XRP. And started from there, and then I got a little bit of Bitcoin, and then VeChain was actually my third coin, because I watched I can't remember her name, Crypto.EE, who does a lot of YouTubing. She had Sunny Liu on as an interview, and after watching him talking about VeChain, the minute I finished, I jumped on and bought as much VeChain as I could buy, because I could see the future with VeChain. But I didn't know that it was going to go in towards NFTs as well. So it wasn't until one day I just happened to come across VeChain on NFTs, and bang, I was in, and the rest is just history. So yeah, but I can see crypto as a future, because I hate the fiat system. I can't stand the fiat system. I have no money. I don't have money. Everything went into either crypto or into gold or silver. No fiat. So we just keep we keep everything in a minimum in the bank. We only cash in. We use as the exchange I used was called Easy Crypto in New Zealand. I went to their they had an event called NFT Aotearoa, and I met the founder of Easy Crypto, and as I said to her, she is my bank. Like, literally, she's my bank. even though they're just an exchange, because they can provide the money to me the next day. It's not instant, it's the next day, but they're reliable. I don't have to ask questions, even though it's all KYC, AML, but they don't say, why'd you cash this in? Whereas I've had a bank already close down our accounts because we wouldn't tell them where we got some money from. Even though it was all perfectly legal, they had all information. And that's why I'm into crypto. And I believe in the crypto system and blockchain. I don't believe in the fiat system at all. You can't convince me otherwise, because I know what it's all built on. I know it's all built on, well, it's fake. It's fake money.
It's a big smoke screen. It's
Yeah.
all just a big smoke
Bullshit.
screen.
Yeah. Once you understand how money's created, where it comes from, it's fake. That's why it's a debt-based society. It will never work. It's actually designed to crash. And the US dollar is at the end, it's coming to the end of its use. It's devalued by 99%, just like our New Zealand dollar. It's devalued by 99%. Everybody seems to think prices are going up. No, your dollar is getting worth less. And that's why I'm into crypto, because it can be used for so many things, and it's all based on what we as people value, what we see in it.
Well, it's funny because people don't get crypto, or they talk bad about it. And think about, even when you're using money, how often do you actually handle money, right? Like even now, we use our debit card and our credit card, and then we pay with checks or whatever. We barely use physical money now anyways, right? It's all mostly theoretical, just numbers in a computer that we're, so really we've been sort of moving towards crypto for a little bit now.
Yeah. Well, when people talk about it'll be mainstream, it's not the public that'll be mainstream, it's when business is mainstream. Because you have to get business on board to be able to get it out to the people. And a lot of people don't even realize that crypto is being used, or blockchain is being used now. We can get a lot of payments now are instant. When I go use my FPOS card, it's all instantly happening in real time now. So they're obviously using something in the background. They're using something. I know ANZ, which is also a large Australian bank. I know that they are using crypto. They're using blockchain, but they just don't tell anybody. You know, and unfortunately, see, America is slightly different from, say, New Zealand, because America still uses a lot of cash. A lot of people over here don't have cash, like literally don't have cash, because of the size of our country. People are very up to the modern latest stuff with electronics. Only 5 million people, and the size of a country, size of England. And it's easier to work things. It's easier to put things into place, because you see things happening in real time sooner, rather than, say, the States, where it can take 6 months to a year before you actually find where it's coming through. You know, so yeah. But it is hard trying to explain crypto and NFTs to people, especially NFTs. People don't get that one.
I would say it's like trying. People act like you're trying to change their religion or something. Like, I'm just trying to talk about something, the future. But you don't change your religion. Still keep your religion and believe in crypto.
Yeah. Well, I just say to people, I just collect digital art. I collect digital art. It's easy to explain digital art. Trying to explain a PFP project is like, for most people.
But the people who don't get it are like, oh, I just screenshotted your picture, now I have it. And it's like, that's not how it works. That's not how this works, dude.
No, well, that's right. And because what I was trying to try and do, but it wasn't easy, was down at the Steampunk Festival. I took a couple of pictures of people, and then I was able to go through onto 3D'ables and then put their picture in. I was actually take their photo in real time, put it through 3D'ables, and then bring them up. And I was showing these people, but it's like, it's all new. And it's too much for them to comprehend, because they just can't quite get their head around what it all is and what you're going to do with it. They know they've got the picture, but then the next step is getting them to get the wallet to be able to receive it. Otherwise, you've just got to send them a JPEG, which is just a picture that they have. That's not on the blockchain. So
you will need Moelie for that. Paulie can onboard people like a machine.
Yeah.
That's right. I'll get their wallet set up real quick.
Paulie, makes me think about something I wanted to ask. Could you record the onboarding video?
I'm sure we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. What would we? I mean, could we do that through like one of these sort of sessions, maybe? Because we got the record, we could do a screen sharing thing.
Yes, we can do it together. We can join together in a room, share your screen, and walk people through it. I think that would be a great asset for our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Also, how to connect VWorld to Black V Market and stuff like that, because people are lost with VWorld.
Yeah,
a lot of people seem to have problems with VWorld at the moment. I've seen a lot of the chats. A lot of people have a lot of problems. I don't think people realize that you can use Sync 2 for mobile by when you go onto the V.in.I, I think it is. It's got on a mobile it shows an APK, and that's the pack to load, and it will then bring up your Sync wallet.
Yes, and most people don't realize that you use VWorld outside of your VeChain Tor wallet. So a lot of people go inside their VeChain Tor wallet and then try to connect to VWorld.
Yeah, okay.
But you can just browse to it in your Google Chrome or your Firefox or whatever, and just connect your VWorld wallet to Black V Market, World of V, VC. It's easy, but you just have to know.
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet. I just stick to to Sync. Works perfect, no problems. And it's so fast. That's what I love about. That's what I love about VeChain. When I went from going from XRP and I was using the Zoom wallet, and it was fast. I loved XRP because it's quick and fast. I like fast. And then when I do VeChain, I can go on VeChain. I can have multiple tabs open and go click buy, and I was doing that the other day, and even setting it up for selling some pets, GG pets. I could have the tabs open, go click, do it, click sign, and I copy paste. I've got my password all set up on my little Word document, so I just go copy paste, and it's just like that. And that's what I love. I go on to Cardano, it's a lot slower. I go on to Tezos if I'm getting art. It's just so much slower, and to me, the time is everything. When I'm sitting there, I hate just waiting. And that's what I love about VeChain. It's so quick, so fast.
You need that dopamine rush instantly, huh? You need that dopamine, instant dopamine.
Well, it's like in the mint is fast as fuck.
Yeah,
when
well, look at the minting. Sorry,
when you click mint, the token probably in your wallet already.
Sorry, say that again.
VeChain is very fast. When you push the mint button, seconds later, it's in your wallet. You can go to asset page and it appeared.
Yeah. That's right. I hate having to go, and I hate having to know about other people. But I hate having to wait for the NFT to come through when minting. I like to just go click, done, here it comes. Click, done, here it comes.
I know. When I first got into NFTs, I got into like the Gala NFTs, and they're like all over like $1,000. They had for the game they take like 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. You're like, am I going to get it? You're worried about it, like you don't. It's not a good feeling. So when I got into VeChain, I know it's the same thing. Like this is fast, it's easy. The gas fees are pretty much non-existent. So yeah, it's a different experience.
Yeah. Well, I started getting my first NFTs I actually got off were in Cardano, and I didn't really understand NFTs at all, and I got quite a few NAF NFTs. I'll tell you now, and because I bought it cheap. I thought to me, oh, that's cheap. In fact, I realized now that I was just wasting my money really. But at the end, and when I'm sitting there, it would take nearly an hour for the transaction to go through or the NFT to come through, and I would panic and think, what's going on? Have I got the NFT? And I figured out that it just takes a long time, and try not to panic. But yeah, VeChain, I got on just so fast, so easy, so instant.
Well, and not only just VeChain, how we mint, but like what I know you're big into doing the Smuzzies 3Dables. Like you can go on that thing and literally put an image through and mint a 3Dable, and that's fast. It's crazy how quick we can do stuff here. We really are kind of spoiled when it comes to that stuff. And when we start getting some of the tools that we need, when they start making it easier for builders and to come into VeChain and do even more, we're going to see a huge boost in the VeChain ecosystem. I really believe that. I think this next year, things are going to get kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, I think like with the 3Dables and things like that, it is that whole instant thing. You can put it through. Because the thing I like about 3Dables, it's based on, even though you've got the engine in the background, but it's just what you put in as your input and certain things. Like in my one, you can put certain inputs, and same with values one with the value of impossibility. I love his one. Is that you can get these coming out straight away, and as opposed to say everybody using Midjourney, which is everybody's input, everything. It's not, it's not an individual thing. People think it is individual, but it's not, because it's everybody's input all in the background, all building up. And as I've noticed with a lot of these things, especially with the art, is that it's all very, very similar. Whereas like with PFPs, it changes. It's all different. You know, everything is different. It's all, even though some of them might be apes, or it might be ducks, or it might be dragons or whatever, but there's still a difference to it. Because like with Fingabang, for example, doing your own drawings, you know, your own artwork, your own imagination, and that makes a big difference, as opposed to getting everybody's information combined by AI and putting it all into something else. You know, so
I agree. I mean, I can always tell when an artist has used AI to create something, because I don't know, it's just the way that it uses its brush strokes, if you will. Like you can just see it.
Yeah,
I'm sure as it evolves, it'll get better and it'll start to look more individual. But I think probably a few years away from that.
Yeah, but I think that individualism is what will help go forward on a project, because you can do an AI one, but it's not quite the same as knowing that there's been an artist in the background who's done it. Because, you know, there are projects which, you know, will do an AI of something of a theme, and then you can say, here, buy this, but they're all look virtually all the same. As opposed to the dragons, even though you have a basic outline, or you might have the GGs a basic, but you can tell that they're done by a person as opposed to an AI. And
Yeah, I personally think it adds more value.
Yeah.
To the
Again, that's sometimes people will look at that as a value, but some people who are looking at a PFP project for the money won't look at that value. And that's another side. It's like with art, you can get some people do AI art and value it very, very highly because of the amount of time they put in, as opposed to you physically trying to do a drawing and then bringing it to life. And your time is worth more. It's like, for example, Secret Escape. He puts a lot of time into doing the hand drawings. But people are only now appreciating the value of that, as opposed to when I first started, people didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate it as much until I fully understood more. You know, and it's always that personal touch that goes with things that gives it that value as well. You know, and that's what I like about me.
NFTs are creating art experts. You know what I mean? It's like people are, you know, looking into this thing, like, you know, looking out. I guess we all like things attract us, you know, visually. So we're all visual, you know, in a sense. So, but it seems like people got, you know, are a little more pickier now when they're buying NFTs. They're, you know, they're a little more like, you know, I want this, I want that. We're looking for that. But like I said, VeChain, we're blessed with the artists we have in VeChain. So I think we're pretty solid when it comes to artists. So
yeah,
that's another good thing about VeChain.
Well, that's the thing I like about VeChain, is that with the core community that's here, and I see it in other channels as well with certain projects on different chains. I find VeChain, there is that camaraderie, and I know that you get the bitching that goes on, and I mean that happens. I try to avoid all of that sort of stuff because it's negative. I'm not interested in negativity, especially in these times of what's going on around the world. I like to do some positive. That's why I put up about my 33, about my wedding anniversary. I wasn't going to, but I wanted people to see that it is possible. These relationships can last. I mean, put it this way: my wife and I, we argue all the time. I mean, I'm a picky bastard, and we disagree on things or whatever. And we talk about, we have a laugh. And my son, we laugh and argue and scream and fight, but we still have that bond, and that's what keeps us together. And it's to show to people that. How's this? When I met Bridget, it was actually love at first sight. And I was called down to a dinner table and said, "Hey, Graham, do you want to go for dinner?" And the woman asked me, and I knew her, and she said, and I said, "Oh, yeah." And she said, "Bridget will be coming." And I looked at Bridget, and it was like, that was it. And I just knew. And then she went away for a week's holiday, and all I did was panic that whole week that I wouldn't see her ever again. And I had only spoken to her that night. And then 33 years later, well, here we are. But I put that up to show people that things are possible, that, that even though bad things do happen, there's lots of good things out there, and I want to keep that positive. Even though it has been hard for me, the last year and this year, at the beginning was really, really hard for me. Especially when I accidentally ripped out my CPU of my computer. I was pulling the fan off, and I took the whole bloody lot off, and it was like, and I thought I'd lost everything. I'd lost some of the NFTs, but it turned out with the VeChain wallet, what I didn't realize, and I don't think a lot of people do, is that you can create new wallets, but if on your main account you open up a new address on your main account, that all you have to do is, if it disappears and you bring it back, is you just click on add address, and it will bring everything back again. So I thought I had lost three icons from gods of from Golden Empire, and my #1 Medusa, and I'm not kidding you, I was fretting for months over that, because I was thinking, how can I get it back in it? And then one day I just thought, oh, well, I'll see what happens if I open up a new address, and bang, everything came back. Nice. So I got back all my NFTs.
Yeah, as long as you have your seed phrases, you should be able to.
I had the seed phrase.
Open it up somewhere else.
Yeah, but if you have if you actually have it, add a new address to the wallet, just the address on the main page, on the main screen, it all comes back. So I've got 8. For example, I've got one main wallet with 8 addresses. And if I lose that, I can just open it up again, import the main one, and then go click new address, and they'll all appear again.
That's interesting.
So, yeah. And nobody seemed to know about it until I just tried it one day. It's something people don't, once they think it's gone, it's gone. And yeah, so yeah. So Golden Empire, I'm glad I've got my Medusa back.
There you go. And Moelie's listening back to this. There you go. You got the icons are all okay. That's awesome.
Yep. And
speaking of Medusa, I think we got Drago giving away a Medusa tomorrow's space on the Sunday space.
And I was really a bit upset actually, because I was offered the because there's only 2 Medusas, there's only 2 women in the whole of Golden Empire, and I've got one of them. And Typhanolis had the other, and he had to sell the icon, and he caught me off guard because I wasn't quite ready for it. And then he gave me the time, and I decided, and I didn't get back to him, and he put it up for sale, and then Drago came in and bought it, and I said to my wife afterward, damn, I wish I'd got that one. But Drago's he's a great guy, and he's doing it all for a great cause, so good on him, and I'm glad that
come to the space tomorrow. You might be able to win it. You might be able to win it.
I'd feel a bit of a heel if I did that.
We're going to auction it off inside the Discord for a week. So we will launch an auction tomorrow. We will start at 3,000 FAT. And then, yeah, the highest bid at the end of the week will get it.
I could have
MiMo
got
wants
it cheaper than that.
Looks like MiMo's going for it.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking of putting up. I've actually got in the Gods one. I've actually got 5 icons. So I was thinking of putting one of them up for sale or for auction and seeing what people, if anybody's interested, because I don't do the battling all the time. I have to admit, I'm not a heavy gamer. I like games. My son is a different story. He's a heavy gamer. I've tried to get him into. I've been telling him for the last couple of years he's eventually going to play these games because he's going to have to, because I said I bought the NFTs, so he's going to have to play them. And Exo Worlds is probably going to be the one that I'm going to have to get him into, because he's into that sort of gaming, if that sort of side of things. But yeah, I've got to get more into these so I know what I'm doing so that I can tell him. And I love the idea of playing to earn. I like that idea, and I think that'll get more people in, and that's the way to go, because as we know, money is what draws people to most things. It's the main reason. Like, people think I've got a lot of money. I'm not really that rich. We just made some good investments a few years ago in some land. In fact, NFTs have actually made me poorer, believe it or not. I've lost.
We believe you.
Yeah, I'd probably be close to 100,000 US. I've lost. Shit happens, but I've never been a money person. It's not about the money. You know, I've given away thousands of dollars worth of things. I've helped a lot of people in the NFT community. I've given them money, well, coins actually, to help them out because they haven't had anything. I helped some guys in Africa who doing NFTs and doing art. I like to help push them. It's not about the money. It's not about the money, and that's why it's like with Murtagh. I follow Murtagh because he has a dream, a vision. And I'm happy to follow that vision. It's all you guys. I'm happy to push that vision forward, and it's all going to cost. It's costing me money, but I see it as a future investment, and it's not really an investment for me. It's more an investment for my son, because you know I've had my time. I've got a few more years, hopefully, but at the end of the day, it's going to be for him. And if he gets in the NFTs, fine. If he doesn't, oh, he can sell them all off. Well, you know, that's up to him. But he'll have a hard time trying to sell over probably about 15,000 NFTs all up or something stupid like that.
On multiple chains.
Yeah, well, there's VeChain, XRP, Tezos. Tezos is mainly art. What else? Ethereum. I haven't touched on Ethereum. I've never liked Ethereum. I've never liked it because I know too much about the whole history of Ethereum and how when it was created, when Ethereum was actually put out, it didn't work, and that was admitted by what's his name? Not VeFoodies. The guy who runs Consensus. Anybody know? You know? Okay. Joseph. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Anyway, Ethereum, when it was released, it didn't actually work, and then they got it to work afterwards, and they admitted this on stage. And then there was the high gas prices, and then you find out there's secret recordings of when they did the initial offering, how they were telling everybody how to hide their addresses so that they could get everything. And then you find out that Ethereum was all backed by JP Morgan, and that they were in talks before Ethereum was even released. JP Morgan were behind the scenes helping create and corner the market with Ethereum. And Ethereum actually is a security. And that's why XRP was a threat, and that's why and my understanding is, well, my belief is that the lawsuit against XRP was deliberately designed to stall it to get Ethereum ahead. When you understand the full story, Ethereum, basically, it is a security. The way they sold it, they were all sold it that you would make a profit on it, blah, 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 and that's actually illegal. Can't do that. And then you find out that Gary Gensler is involved with all these shady people in the background, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And yeah, so I've never had confidence in Ethereum, and I hate, why would I want to pay $30, $40, $50, $60 in gas when I can go and buy 10, 20, 30 VeChain NFT? So
For practically nothing.
yeah, well, I wouldn't say nothing. Some of them have value. But
Well, no, I mean like the gas fees
yeah,
and everything.
Yeah, in comparison, yeah. XRP, I don't know why I'm not drawn to the art there. I'm drawn to the art that you guys do, because that's what I found with a lot of these projects. People are drawn to the type of art that it is. It might be community, but also the art. If you like that particular style of art, you stay there. If you like this particular type of art, you go there. And I've noticed people, it's their personal preferences for the art they like. There, you know, and that's why with cross-chain, you'll see a lot of people in cross-chain that they will actually like certain styles. Like, and it was hard for me because I never understood what PFPs were all about. And my one regret was when Mad V8 was coming on, when it first came out, I thought, God, not another bloody 8. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand because it's what people want. People didn't want to see people and buy people. They wanted to buy pictures of cool-looking animals. You've got folks smoking a big cigar or smoking a joint or something like that. You know, or even in the case of with VeFoodies having, you know, my wife, she never really got into it either, but she's looking at all the pictures, showing us, saying, "Oh, look at this one here! It's we got the chef's head. Oh, I got the ape. Oh." My wife was right into it because my wife loves cooking, you know, and it's a whole different perception of how you see things, and especially if somebody my age getting into this sort of thing is unusual because I don't fit into any particular box because, well, I'm 61 now. You don't get many people my age going and buying pictures like, you know, or even pictures of monkeys or dragons or whatever.
In Las Vegas, I was surprised to see how much older men there were. You know what I mean? I thought, you know, it wasn't dominated by a young men. You know, it wasn't, you know, and I thought it was too, because, you know, most older men, you know, I'm going to be 49, so consider myself on the older side. I'm not one of these youngsters. But I think that's maybe because what we've seen through with the internet, you know, we saw the internet happen. You know, we were there before the internet. So I don't know. For me, I feel like this is my internet opportunity. You know, I can't miss this opportunity to invest. That's how I look at Web3, as this is my second chance. And I think somebody, you know, in our age, you know, demographic can see that because we saw the power of technology. We saw what the world was before internet. So, and we see what crypto's going to change, and Web3 is going to change the game.
Well, I still remember sitting at my desk, and it would have been about 2010, 2011, and I kept thinking, because I could have got Bitcoin really, really cheap because when I first read about Bitcoin. That's what changed my mind about the whole thing. When it was the point that it was peer to peer, and nobody could stop it. That's what drew me initially to the whole crypto thing, because I sat and I thought, well, if I bought $100 worth, but what am I going to do with it? I didn't know what to do with the Bitcoin, and I was thinking, well, if I got $100 worth, I could get probably I could get close to 100 of them or something like that. So it was some stupid amount, like only $1 each or something. It was really cheap, and because I was in New Zealand and it was very unheard of, I didn't do anything about it because it was going to be this whole thing of, oh, it might be too much, and I'm going to hold on to it. What I'm going to do with it, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. But once I found out about XRP and everything else, so what I wanted was an app or a DApp that I could have my coins on, go up to somewhere, buy it, and it'll instantly convert to a fiat currency. And in fact, I'm actually looking at now, there's a MasterCard are doing that now as well, when I've got the an invite to get the card, which I can then put on my crypto. It's a basically a prepaid credit card, and it will instantly convert it to fiat, which is what I want, because I don't want to have to deal. I don't want to have to deal with fiat currency. But the problem is, it's still controlled by a multinational company, and it can still be tracked by governments and can still be used for tax purposes. Because I don't believe in tax. Taxation is theft. That's all it is. You still become slaves you're still slaves. If you don't pay your tax, you got to go to jail or you're going to pay a fine, which defeats the whole purpose. If you can't pay your tax, well, how can you pay a fine? So that's going to change as time comes by. More and more people into crypto are going to be better off in the future, because somebody's going to create a DApp that will not be tied to any government. You'll be able to put it in, and it will still work in a shop. It will still pay it out. And that will be the future, I believe, especially with and people who own crypto will be in a separate world from people who are using fiat. But I still believe the fiat system will change, because the fiat system cannot carry on the way it is. It just cannot carry on. It's in the people don't understand the fiat system is in decline. It's collapsing, and my best advice is have something in the background to keep you going, even if you go and get a few ounces of silver, just something to have in case, because I mean, we've seen what's happened in the US with the amount of debt that's going on, and inflation. Inflation is just going up and up and up and up. And at what point does it stop? So that's why I see crypto as even though you have to cash out to fiat, people eventually going to put their money somewhere else where they feel it to be safe. So, yeah. So, Murtagh, what have you got to say?
Yeah, I had a burning question. I think as the biggest or one of the biggest VeChain NFT whales, I think you will have a certain vision on what we need as an entire ecosystem. What do we need the community to do to grow our ecosystem, in your opinion? What do you think about it?
Well, a lot of people seem to think that the people behind the projects have to do all the work. That's only half. To me, that's only half of it. I knew that coming into NFTs, I knew that I personally would have to do something, because it's not like a traditional business where they advertise and put it all out, and then people come along, see it on TV or whatever, and then they go, "Oh, I see that," and then they'll go off and buy it at the big box, and they get the flyers in the mail and everything. That doesn't work that way with this. This is not traditional. For people to want their project to go ahead, they have to do posting on X or Twitter. They have to do it. They have to, comment, have to reply. Like, for example, Kurt on VeChain, Kurt VeChain for Life. He's doing 80 days of Golden Empire of his gods too, and I try to get his ones, and then I keep adding to it. Every time he puts one up, I put one up. I put a picture of mine up to show, because otherwise if nobody does it, people won't see it. And that's why everybody has to keep promoting and pushing, even though, and even like paying out, in coin, like paying out in gold or BVC, to get people. That's the way to do it. Well, that's the way to do it, because people have to be incentivized, because people by nature are generally lazy. And if we don't push ourselves to do it, it's not going to happen. And it's sort of one of the reasons why I thought, I could do a project, whatever. But doing a project takes a lot more than what people think. That's why I haven't done anything, because you have to work. To me, you have to work out the perfect project, which doesn't require all of this promotion, but it's not going to happen. You have to have some sort of promotion in the background. It has to happen, and you have to get people who want to do it, who say, yeah, this is great, and keep promoting it. And as we've seen, there are all these people who came in and everybody thought they were wonderful because they were buying and selling and getting the market going and everything. All those people are gone. And those people who made that money never promoted. There were several people who made lots of money who never promoted any projects whatsoever. And they're not around. The only people who stay behind are the real diehards who enjoy what they see, what they have, and are prepared to keep promoting it.
Well, that's why people like you and Drago and Kurt and Illusion and Top Shelf, where you got these guys, we're all holders, and you see them posting stuff, and for nothing, they're just doing it because they're doing, that's what they do, and that's what made our community special. I think that's why I said we have a great community. We have a great foundation, and we got great community members like you and all those other guys I just listed to build on. So we're very grateful for you and like all those guys. It's very important. And you're not just protecting your investment; you're protecting everybody's investment when you do stuff like that. And that's kind of how you got to look at it. Is like, when you own an NFT, you're part of that project. You own part of that project, so you need to treat it like your owner. You kind of almost got to look at it like you're a part owner, and treat it accordingly. You want to promote your stuff. If you own the business, you want to promote it. So if you own an NFT, you should want to promote that too. So
people
I think that's common practice too. I think that should be almost a habit. Is that when you mint something, post it on X, you know what I mean? Just post it. Hey, this is what I minted. That should just be like a habit, almost like a default, process to mint whatever to post whatever you minted. That goes a long way too.
Well, people don't understand that all these projects they're a business. It's a business. And when we're buying NFT, we're actually investing in the business. The NFTs are our shares. So you have to promote your shares to get other people in to want to reinvest back into it. And that's what people haven't quite got their head around, that this is actually, it's got to be treated as a business. And
holders want to be treated like customers. You know what I mean? They want to be treated like, I bought this, what am I going to get? You know what I mean? Like, you already got it. You got the NFT, buddy. That's what you paid for. Do something with it.
So you can have, you as a creator and somebody who's created a project, you can have all the ideas in the world, but as we know, shit happens. And a lot of shit has happened. And especially with this bear market, and people panic and they sell out and think, oh no, because they're not prepared to see that long-term investment. I saw that in the beginning. I knew that I wasn't going to get rich instantly. And people say, but you've got loads of NFTs. Well, I've also lost. I haven't made any money, hardly anything at all. The only thing I've actually, in fact, there's only probably been one project, and that was I sold one Exo World, and that was only because somebody offered me such a good price for it that I couldn't turn it down. It was just too good. And then I ended up buying another one at a cheaper price later on, because as most people know, I very rarely ever sell. Very rarely. And I put a whole lot of GG picks up, and even then I kept thinking, oh God, I could get a BBC a day for one of them, even though the rate might not be the greatest. I still think long term that in the future that could be worth a lot more. But I also know that the market has to keep moving, it's a different perspective. I look at things differently because it's not always about the money. If it was about the money, I wouldn't have invested in NFTs.
We weren't on VeChain if it was about the money.
Yeah, well, but even on Ethereum, a lot of people, because that's the big boys game. But even then, I could have gone into Ethereum and got a whole lot. But it's just not me. It's not the money, because if people are chasing the money, it will eventually fail.
Yes.
Because they're only interested, as we found out, people are only interested in the money, and then they take, and then you know, a lot of these projects are floundering because people are dumping everything at below cost, and I can't understand why would you dump it below cost. Like, just can't.
I don't understand it either, man.
Yeah. You know, sure, you could buy your coin cheap, and I mean, my ultimate aim was eventually that when the coin price got up to say VeChain got up to say 10 cents or something, then I could look at selling, and if I sold it at the same price, it doesn't matter because then I can cash it in, but you still made a profit. But
Yes.
that's how I look at it, and if I can sell it for more than what I paid for it, that's a bonus.
And also, like you said, with people dumping prices, you're not just dumping your NFTs, you're dumping everybody else's NFTs too. You know what I mean? You're making it, you know, you're lowering the value of everybody else's NFTs. So that's the flip side of, you know, not being a good community member. But
yeah,
I've been pretty fortunate. I've gotten put some collection offers out there, and I've gotten some of my best NFTs on collection offers. So
yes, I've seen them.
huh?
Oh my God, is he going to get those years?
Yeah, so I've been surprised on some of them, but I think for the most part, I think a lot of the paper hands are pretty much gone right now. I mean, there's not really too much, you know, paper hands left. So
they're still out there. There are still some out there.
Yeah, but I think we kind of, I don't know. I feel like most of them are weeded out or gone. Like you said, they're just gone.
Yeah.
Not part of the community, but
once the money goes.
Yeah. So what's your which project do you seem to be most excited about right now, or the future? What are you excited about? You know, what project you looking forward to?
Well, GG's is probably my main one. I'm the sort of person where I don't get excited. I like it, but I don't get excited because I get excited at nearer the end of it. I get excited. I go along and I enjoy it as I go along, and I can see like doing all the different chains. But my excitement will be when it's all onto at the very end. That's when I get excited because then I know that's when it's all going to start happening. At the moment, it's the building stage. And, you know, when you're doing so many chains, it's a long and it's a complicated process, and it's a lot of information for people to take in. But once it becomes more, as it goes on more and more and more, and nearer the end, I'll get really, really excited because it's seeing the end game. It's what's at the end. And I can see at the end of it, you know, GG's can be a huge project and of great potential. You know,
GG is it GG Clays? You're talking about GG Clays?
No,
Sorry, Gorillas, right?
Sorry,
Gangster Gorillas. Gangster Gorillas.
Gangster Gorillas. Yeah. Yeah. So, what were you thinking? I was thinking of Game Girl with GG Clays.
Yeah, that's a small project, but I really like
No, they're quite cool. I like that, and I like the way I love Game Girl's how she's doing it on Cyber through the gallery.
Yeah.
And I've got on Cyber galleries. I've got about 4 of them, I think, mainly for art, and I'm eventually going to put on PFPs. But I want to have something like about 20 or 30, even 40, even 50 galleries. And Game Girl has given me some great ideas. She, she's well thought it out quite well, and having to go through looking for the particular NFT that has a prize and it says I'm a winner, and all those sorts of things. So I'm gonna have to ask Game Girl, can I steal your ideas?
She's a very productive lady. She is indeed a very productive lady. She can work a lot. Yeah.
Yes, and so I love that concept of being able to go and looking for it. Like I said, what my thought of being is set up at 5 or 6 different galleries, because as you know, I collect a lot of Tezos art of object, and you see, I don't promote just VeChain. I also promote artists on there as well. I do a lot of promotion for them for free because I want them to succeed, and a lot of people out there who are doing a lot of this art are using it to make extra money to live on, and so I'm quite happy to buy it and promote their art. I've just bought. I'm going to do a promotion later for. I'm going to give away 33 art NFTs, all in one hit as one prize. Then there's nothing flash or nothing expensive, but it's hopefully help these artists, giving it away that people might say, oh well, I'll grab their copy as well. You know, go and get a copy. But I want to do the same thing where they can go into, because I've got, when I buy art NFTs, I always buy maybe an extra 1 or 2 or 3, and subsequently I bought them originally to give away, because it's not just the PFPs or VeChain, it's also other chains that I want to do these things on, because I want people to succeed. That's it, really. Yeah, so I love that idea of going into the galleries and using them to get people on, and eventually I'll probably do that with some of my PFP projects, maybe give away some GGs, have them all in a room, and then get people to go and look and find it or something, and then they can come back and claim it. And that way it gets those projects, rather than just saying, oh, follow and like and retweet, it'll be, you've got to go into the gallery, you've got to take the screenshot, you've got to post it, and then you can get a chance at winning the prize. So yeah, it's probably a better way to do it, I think. You know, and that way people get to see all of the PFPs as opposed to just one. You know, on a post or something like that.
Yeah, I think getting creative with how we promote is really important. You know, utilizing, if we can utilize things like Instagram as well. I feel like we tend to stick to X a lot. There's a lot of other social media platforms out there too. But I think, G-Man, you really touched on something really important about how we as community members need to be active participants in promoting each other, promoting the community, promoting the artists and the projects. You know, people like MiMo and you know, and Game Girl and Fingabang and all, you know, Murtagh. We all have to be actively getting the word out about these people and their work, and that's how this community is going to grow, right? And I've said in a bunch of spaces, you know, when mass adoption hits, you know, a lot of the world isn't really in a financial place where they can afford to go to an Ethereum or a Bitcoin, right? So a lot of these people, when mass adoption hits, are going to be looking at chains like Cardano and VeChain and Algo. So they're going to be looking to us. And if we can, you know, if they see, wow, there's some cool things going on over there and it's cheap and the gas fees are low, you know, I mean, the direction is almost paved for it, right? We just have to make sure, you know, we're showing the doors open. Come on in. We got something cool.
And gas fees that's another tricky one, trying to explain to people as well about the gas. But people don't realize that when you're doing like electronic transactions, when you're paying for something, the world uses something like, costs about $2 trillion a year to run all these systems, you know, the electricity use and everything. And then people will find out that they don't realize that they're still actually paying for it one way or another, because it's all included in the cost of the electricity. Whereas with blockchain, it's the gas. That's what is used to pay for it to go through, even though you are still using electricity, but it's a lot quicker. It happens instantly. Well, hopefully instantly in most cases. And what you will find is a lot of these businesses will eventually, what will come out, there won't be one single blockchain or one single coin. I've always known, I still believe XRP will be one of the coins. It's not going to be the coin. I was quite a maxi on XRP, but I still told people get this and get that. I say that's just my personal opinion. But whether Ethereum will ever become fully mainstream, I'm not sure, because if the gas fees are high, will people use it? Well, with Bitcoin, are people going to prepare to wait an hour to receive their NFT? Because people are going to want this new generation coming through of people are going to want instant. So if you can get everything instantly and purchase and do this and that, well, why would you want to wait for an NFT for an hour? The only people who will go for those who are people who either really like the art or who want to make money, because because everybody thinks of the money with Bitcoin, whereas I had 6 Bitcoin. I sold 2 of them to live on, and 4 of them I swapped for XRP because I believed in more in one than I did the other. I was a bit silly, maybe, because when I was waiting for Bitcoin to go up, it was sitting at about 16,000 US or something, and then predictions will go up to 20,000 US by December 2020. I thought, I might not happen with these predictions. Hit 20,000, and then from there on, and it all went up, and I didn't make any. I only made a couple of $1,000 instead of $50,000-$60,000. So my son's just coming in now. He's just gotten up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'd let the dog out before. Yeah, but people are gonna, you've got to decide whether if you're into NFTs, are you in it for the money, or you're in it for the long term, or you're in it for the art. If you're in it for the art, well then you're obviously going to go for something that's a bit cheaper. You're not going to lose so much if it doesn't work out. You go to something like VeChain or XRP or Krana if you want long term. To me, with a lot of these Ethereum projects, I don't know many of them, but it seems to be more people on the money. It seems to be more about the money, because that's where the money is.
And we have some cool art coming up on VeChain, and I know you're going to be happy, G-Man. Let me share some reroll gorillas with y'all.
Yes, I know. I'm quite looking forward to those. Oh, cool. So, so just out of curiosity, in HBAR, have you decided not to have icons in there?
Yes, correct. So there are no icons on HBAR. It was all weird for me delivering the files and stuff. But yeah, the next collections will have icons again. The icons that weren't minted on Algorand are in the reroll collection, and some special gorillas that Finga did make for HBAR, but that I didn't put in, are also in the reroll collection. So there will be 12 icons among the 2,500 reroll gorillas.
So I was going to let my son know he can't come and he can't stay in here. Yes, well, see, with icons, I have a dual thought on them. Icons are good because people like to collect the top one. I have a few icons, but to me, it's more whether a project gives them a higher value or not. If it's either they've either got to have value, and there's a reason for holding them, not just for the prestige. I think that if it comes to like staking, for example, personally, I think higher rankings should be rewarded. Like I know in Corgi Gang, I love that concept. I love Corgi Gang. I don't go into the sorry V Corgi. I don't come in as often as I should, but I love the idea that the higher the ranking, the more wove you get through your staking, because then it encourages people to want to get that higher staking rate. Because I've got, like I said, I've got several icons. That's like, it's a different story for, say, Golden Empire, where you can use that ranking to better for your games, for your questing, or not for questing, for your battling. It's really good. And that's where they have that extra status. But if it's just have to say you've got number one, some people are like that. They want to say, well, I've got the top one. That's it. Well, that's all good and well, but what extra benefits do you get from it? And that's what I look at with a lot of these projects, is what benefits do you get from it? Which I didn't understand at the beginning. At the beginning, I didn't understand about the benefits, and now people are realizing it's like in VeFoodies giving away the physical. It's a good idea, doing the chef's hat, things like that, and the knives and stuff like that. It gets people more involved. And people like to see value in what they're getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah, it's like I said, I like icons, but I don't like paying a high dollar value for it, because unless it gives you extra value.
Yes,
You know?
we try to do with Gang.
That's why you just mint half the collection and get your icons that way, right? Just mint
Yeah.
half the collection and.
You know what's up, Gman? For sure, you're gonna eat for free in our trucks, in our restaurants or menu. At least you eat for free.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Well, I like the I like the GG's one. I didn't actually get many. I actually bought the Joker icon off Mars. And he made a good offer on it. But I got it mainly because that was the Joker one more than anything. I will collect them if they're there, but I don't like being what's the word, cajoled into getting it because of what it is. You know,
Yes.
I don't know if cajoled. I've had people say to me, "Oh, do you want this?" and then how much do you want to pay? And it's like, I don't know, because I'm a bit funny like that. But yeah, I very rarely. I don't chase icons. I don't chase.
Yeah,
them.
I think a lot of times the real reason people want to mint those high icons is just the resale value, right? They think they're going to be able to turn around and get someone to pay them 50,000 vet for this, and then 2 months later the thing isn't really worth much. Like those, it's always been a weird thing for me. The math didn't add up, right?
Yeah.
I look at it similar to the way you do. It's if I have it, awesome. But what's really coming along with it? So seeing project, seeing project like you said with MiMo, with VeFoodies, attaching some significant things that go along with having it. I think I think that might be a thing that projects are going to have to look at moving forward. As we've gone through this bear market and people are starting to be more aware and more cautious about how they're spending their money and what they're investing and why they're investing in it. The projects are going to have to be a little more thoughtful and aware of what kind of value are people going to be getting with your project.
Well, that sort of thing is the big thing. It's the value. People want to know what benefits are they going to get from it. And that's what it all boils down to, and that's just the way it is. But people don't understand that if they don't promote it, they don't get any benefits. That's the thing, and that's why I like the golden apron, the burger. Is it the Burger King apron where you sell it and you get the percent? You get 50% on the resale. Yeah. Now that's a good idea, because then that means that people are more likely to want to buy it to get some value back off it. And as time goes by, as everything increases in value, but the whole thing, again, people don't understand you have to keep promoting it, and you've got to do that at least every other day. People who own these projects, who own these NFTs, they still have to keep doing it. And people seem to think, oh, well, I can't do that. All you got to do is put the picture up and say, I love this project, and then put at Black V Market or at Foodies or whatever, and then just post it. That's it. It's just to keep it in the people's minds that it's there.
That's the point. I was just saying before that's the point for us to start doing at least spaces every morning. Not, as Polly said, I don't need to promote the project, but I need to talk and to be there to see if the people are interested in anything, any question, any suggestion, any idea. And since we started, I told Paolo, that is the artist of the project, I told him, in this moment, people need to see that the real value in real life of their NFT, because it's a complex. So if you maybe have this, I don't find the word in English, but if you see the urge to get your NFT because you're gonna have something like it's gonna be touchable. I was joking with you about that. At least you're gonna eat for free in our restaurants. But the point, it could be. I mean, if I tell you, if we work together as a community, maybe it could happen. And I said before, maybe it's not a restaurant, maybe it's a food truck, maybe it's something else, less ambitious, but it's something that you're gonna see in the future, the real value of your NFT, and you're gonna go in my food truck and you're gonna say, hey, look, I have a beef food here, give me my empanada, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that with NFTs, people invest for different reasons, right? Some people want to flip. They think at some point, I'm just going to make a big amount. And there's other people like Gman who we're investing in people, right? We see people who we believe are trying to do real things and their future is bright. And we say, we want to invest in them now and have a piece, you know, and watch them grow. And maybe down the road, I'm not going to sell all my stuff, but, you know, maybe a few of my pieces I could sell for and get a little profit out of it and actually see my investment turn into something, you know, special. And you know, I think in this market now, we're seeing projects, you know, they're building in this crap. And it's like, well, that's got to mean something, right? Like when things go up, when VET shoots up to 10 cents and mass adoption hits, you're going to have people coming from all over trying to get in on the wave, right? Like, and if you can look back at the people who are here now building, that's going to tell you something, you know, it's gonna, and MiMo putting herself out there, doing spaces, interacting with the community, being an active member of the community, Gman doing the same, promoting projects, sharing wisdom and doing, you know, it's this time that we're in now that's going to carry these community members forward with us a little more respect, I think, you know, people like you and Drago and Alajan and all the people, Kurt, all the people we've talked about, they're going to be the OGs when this massive influx of people comes in, and we're going to be like, hey, those are the OGs over there. Those are the guys you're going to have to talk to because they know what's up. They've been here. Right?
Yeah, well, I think what people don't understand, it, even though at the moment it is hard financially, especially when you want to get your project off the ground, and as we know, when we get developers and who take off with the money and everything else, is that this is actually the best time to build, in my opinion, because there's not as much pressure. Because the people who are still here understand that things still have to carry on and be built, because the last thing you want is everybody saying, why isn't this going? Why isn't it going now? And you've got hundreds of people all doing the same thing, and you can't keep up with the system. You might have the money, but everything's crashed, and then people will leave. And like people, like I'm investing long term because, like, I know the staking to me is a very important part as well, because it gives that passive income. Because if people can stake and then the coin price goes up, then they're going to want to come in to be able to cash that in. But I don't think people understand that crypto economics is backwards. To me anyway, because people will buy in now. They want to try and buy as low as they can for as long as they can, and then when it goes up in price, then people they're all accumulating at the moment, and then when the price goes up, then they'll start coming back into NFTs because people think they can then flip it and make the money. It's a weird way it works. It's just different. It's different from a fiat way. Don't know why, but it's just the way that people accumulate. They don't want to buy the NFT. They're much rather accumulate as much coin as possible, and then you'll find that when the price goes up, they'll all jump back in again. And the people who are accumulating all the NFTs now at a low price are going to do better in the long run. Yeah,
you touched on it, G-Man. It's very strange. Someone like, let's say, bought an NFT, minted one for like, I don't know, 750 VET when it was like 10 cents. And then it starts going down and they sell it for 250 VET when it's 3 cents. And it's like, why would you do that? Like just sit on it, right? But people do those things. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to take what I can get right now and just get out. And then people like us who say, wow, I got a great value. I'm going to buy that off that guy, paper handed, right? And I'm going to sit on this big bag of NFTs. And when it goes back up, that same dude's going to come back and buy his old NFT off of me for 3 times what I paid him for it.
Mm.
You know, so it's interesting how we operate and we think as human beings. It can be when things go bad, you can do some weird things.
Well, I don't know whether it's just because they lose interest or they think they're losing value, but it is a strange concept. But the other side, I don't know whether they overinvest. A lot of people overinvest because, as you know, NFTs are addictive. And like I never knew it until I started getting NFTs. It actually made me realize more who I was, because I like collecting. I've always liked collecting, even if it's only coins as a child because it had a certain date on it, or because it had a certain picture on it, or I used to collect matchboxes. I'd go out and I'd collect the little matchboxes everywhere because I was out night clubbing all the time, and you know, they'd have all these you know, the little ones with the paper ones. You know, you'd lift them open, they're little flat ones. I don't even know them. And he just paper, not they weren't safety matches, and he just ones that, you know, because everybody smoked everywhere. And I've always collected. I collect. I hate throwing things away. I'm the ultimate recycler. I hate throwing things away. I've got containers of nuts and bolts and screws and everything. I collect. That's what I do. I collect. And doing the NFTs, it showed me more who I was as my personality, because I like to collect. And
they don't take up any space.
Sorry?
Or your NFT don't take up any space. You don't need any special containers. You don't need any shelves. You could just keep them all on the blockchain.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people who get involved in these projects, a lot of them do have addictive nature. I pick that up through the chat, because I pick up people. I like the psychology of people and working it out. And I noticed that a lot of people, a lot of people have some addictions, whether it be to alcohol, tobacco, or grass, or something else, or it could be anything. But people have, a lot of people I feel in the space have addictive nature, and that's why a lot of people get into the NFTs and like to collect them. And even if they buy and sell them, they like to sell them to collect more. It's just sort of the nature of the beast, basically.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I joke. Every time I buy VET, I go to sleep and I wake up and it turned into NFTs, and I don't know how the hell it happened. But no, you're right. There is an addictive. I mean, you can become addicted to anything. It really is. And this is certainly and VeChain, where they're inexpensive. You can get them immediately. You get that instant gratification. It really does lend itself to, you know, addictive personalities, which, you know, thankfully they're inexpensive. So, you know, you can kind of get away with it. But you see people with gambling addictions that can get really, really ugly.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I have noticed as well in this space. There are a lot of people, you know, a lot of people like gambling. I've seen that in a lot of the, I'm in about 35 or 40 whatever channels, and you see this. There's a lot of people, but it does depend. For example, like in for example in the Corgi Gang or Gold Inca, there's not so much the gambling side or whatever, but I see in others. I go into, say, War Dogs, for example, and I see there a lot of DGens in War Dogs, and there's a lot of the gambling nature. A lot of people I see into the gambling, all the poker. You look at all these poker nights. I mean, that's the poker. The poker is the one thing that will get everybody in, because a lot of people like to play. I like playing cards, but I don't do it online. I loved playing poker when I was younger, but I also know that gambling is a bad addiction, because I've never met anybody that's ever won and become rich off it, ever. So that's why I've always stayed away from gambling, even though I know I could do it. But I stay away from things that I know that I'm going to lose on. But I'm into NFTs because I don't think I have lost. I mean, I've all the rugs. I mean, I keep every rug I've got. I don't do anything with them, because I still think it doesn't matter if it's a rug or not. If somebody likes the artwork, I can still give it away. it might not have any value. The only one I can't do as a giveaway would be Metatron, because not everybody likes little Metatron characters. And that is one project I'm sad that actually rugged, because the game on that, I loved it. I didn't get into gaming. I loved it. Being able to zip around. I showed my son, and oh, look at this, and getting on the boat, and it was great.
Yeah, to see your NFT in the game. It wasn't just any NFT. It was your actual NFT with all your traits.
Yep.
To see that running around was pretty cool.
Yep.
And see everybody else running around was pretty cool.
And having the plots, and running around and claiming them, and I was really looking forward to that. But yeah, that rugged. I don't know the full story on that. I think that just one day they just got too much and left.
I believe the project is took over, but what I heard, the original developers deleted everything that they have built, so the new team has to build from scratch.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if the costs for keeping the thing running were just too much. I don't know. I never heard any explanation what happened, but I agree. It was a cool concept.
Yeah, no, I loved it. You know,
guys, I think we have to wrap up for today.
Okay.
I see Krana approving.
No, I want 2 hours. 2 hours.
It's been fun. I hate to end it, but yeah, we've been going for a while. Yeah.
I only came in a bit late because, like I said, I didn't get to bed till about 2, and I was lying in bed there and going, "Oh God, I got to get up." And
you were on for a very long time, man. I think you were on longer than VeChain for Lambo, for example. So I'm pretty happy. I'm Finga's also done with it. Thanks all for joining.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad I'll be. I've always been a bit apprehensive of coming on, and talking and that, because I don't know what to talk about, but once I get talking, I can go. Blah, blah.
Well, thanks for like the first time we heard your voice was first time on the on-chain space, and the first time we could see you or talk to your person is on the on-chain podcast. So we appreciate you making us part of that, part of history.
No, thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely.
Do you have some closing words for today?
I personally just want to say to Gman, it's been a pleasure hearing you speak. Thank you for everything you do for the ecosystem. Thank you for the support that you've given Black V Market and Murtagh. And yeah, let's all just keep pushing forward as we have been. Everybody that do that on it, know that real ones, the projects that stick around and didn't disappear. Yeah, man, let's just all push forward together, isn't it?
Yep, that's the one. I hope you're sleeping well, mate. Don't worry, I've slept on many floors. I've slept on floors. I've slept.
Closing words.
Which one of us?
Anyone. MiMo, Gman,
MiMo. Let's go, MiMo.
Who is going to share?
I am not the best at closures, but it was a great. It's my first It's my first and I really enjoy it. It's great to see you guys. It's like having you here in my living room. It really is. And thank you, Gman, for your support. And I double all what the Finga said. And thank you all, guys. You know that I'm a papa guy, saying thank you, but thank you again. I really appreciate your welcome in the ecosystem, and we're gonna do the much as we can, all that we can. We're gonna do, and if we can do it together and help each other, it's gonna be amazing.
No, good. Yep. No, all I can say is thanks a lot.
I have some final words also.
Like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
What
I just
the
want to say,
hell?
Alex
Hey,
Doan is my
I could tell
spirit
you a good
animal.
story about that, but I won't. I could tell you a good story of a guy who wants to.
We will save it for our conspiracy podcast.
Oh well, thanks a lot, everybody, and yeah, see you later. Peace out, brother.
Yes. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, see you all in 2 weeks.